with this, especially the ones that don't like him.
Yep, Quantum TV. Quantum TV got arrested, man. Domestic violence. Yeah, and it was 10 months
Ah,
10 months ago that the Quantum TV versus Ackman thing first started.
oh
That was
yeah.
about 10 months ago, and I went back and I listened back because I did a couple videos about the whole thing. Man, I
Mm-hmm.
had Ackman fanboys so mad at me because I was neutral on the whole situation
No, I mean
because they
it's
were
true though because I mean,
both people, both Ackman and Quantum TV were acting so childish.
hmm but the funny thing is, but I think I remember watching it. And you said something in regards, well, Quantum is going about it, in regards to YouTube policy the right way, and you Ackman fans are just, you know what I mean? They were stupid. So, yeah, they're gonna definitely have a field day with this shit
Oh
though.
yeah, yeah. Ackman
Look at
already is
that.
celebrating. He already posted. He
Really
already posted something
celebrating?
saying,
Oh my.
"Ladies and gentlemen, we got him." He's
Wow.
already taken his victory lap, even though Quantum did this to himself. I mean, it's not like Ackman did
Yeah,
anything.
exactly.
He
Like
like
he
he
literally
played
had nothing to
himself.
do with it, but
So
it's just so that's what I'm saying. It's just so petty with these people now. It's like they just be waiting for people's downfall. They did the same shit to Etika too. I remember I don't know if you remember, I made a video and saying, Etika, you being stupid, why'd you go out there and punch that
Nice job,
cop? And
idiot.
I think you seen that video, right? Dragon?
probably. I
What?
just probably don't remember it.
What video?
The Etika video when he committed suicide. And I said his fans promoted him to do that, and all his fans, well,
Oh
some of his
yeah.
fake, they came on my channel talking, "You're the reason why he did." I'm like, first off, dude, I'm not even a fucking known content creator. This motherfucker probably didn't even look at my shit, and if he did, I guarantee, how the hell is he gonna kill himself? He literally killed himself because he did a dare because of his fans told him, right? And when he got arrested, he's like, "Hey man, I need some money for a cheeseburger and fries," and his fans didn't want to give it to him. So he probably realized, like, he probably got to the realization, like, hold on, these people don't actually care about me. They just want to see me be a fool, and you know what I mean? And that's literally the internet. So,
It's a Gundam said the same thing. That's how I discovered you and It's a Gundam through Etika
oh,
because I'm like, bro, what happened to him? And like,
yeah, I don't think
I
Etika
mean,
was a
so
bad
Yeah,
person.
that's how I
Like, I
discovered
don't
he
Mad
think.
Black
wasn't.
Entertainment was through the whole Etika situation.
Oh yeah, because he talked about it too, didn't he? I think he called him a coward too. I think he
Yeah, he
wasn't. Yeah,
did. Yeah.
and I did as well. And it's just like, and that's why I was like, because people don't realize, like, I was like, deep. I wouldn't even say deeply pissed, but I was just more aggravated at the fact. I'm like, dude, you're allowing these fans of yours to dictate, you know what I'm saying? You, and they're gonna get you in trouble, and then you're not gonna want to reap the consequences. And now look at it, he killed himself. So it's just
Right.
like, dude, these fans that these people always want to talk about, no, they just want to see you fail. You guys know about this guy Nico Avocado or
Yes.
some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
he's a
everybody,
notorious
like
example of
literally,
that.
his whole fan base just wants to see the day that he wakes up one morning and has a heart attack. They don't care about this
And
man's
then
personal
watch them
health
pretend that
at
they
all.
cared and watch them hold little
Yeah,
vigilantes.
exactly.
Yo, they're
Thank
gonna
you.
wave their lighters
Thank you.
around. We will avenge
They're gonna
you.
be like,
You
well,
will
I
be
thought
missed.
they just want to see him fail. They just want to see him be obese, kill himself, eating a fucking cheeseburger patty. And it's just
Well,
like, and
and the
then they're gonna
funny
have
thing is,
fake
they're not
sympathy.
even gonna get
Oh
to see
man,
it
it's
because that video is
crazy.
not gonna get uploaded if he's dead.
Yeah, true. But it's just like the fans are gonna run with this shit. Like, oh, he should have stopped, but they were the ones co-signing this shit. It's like they secretly like it. They secretly like to see people self-destruct. You know. So
That's
Kind of
just
just says
reality,
something
though,
what's
man.
going on in their lives if they're so desperate to see other people
yeah,
fail.
exactly. So yeah, so good. So you know what I'm saying. So they do this shit all the time, man. People always want to see people fail. Nobody wants to see people reach their goals. I mean, matter of fact, Michael Jordan was one of the most hated athletes when he was playing basketball. Now he's the most beloved. It's like, what the fuck? Like they do this shit to all the top people, you know? I don't know, it's just weird.
Um,
But yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely check that shit out though, bro. In regards to
yeah,
Hackman.
actually,
I probably
I heard
won't
about it
cover it,
from
but
8
just
Bit
to see what
Eric,
go.
actually. He just
Okay.
put up a video on it. So I saw that at my feed. I'm
Yeah, I
like, the
probably
hell? Because I haven't heard Quantum
yeah, I
TV get
probably won't more
mentioned
likely
in
talk
about a
about it.
year. So
Mm-hmm. But damn, so it was a domestic. But dude, so he got arrested. Was it in his home? Was it with a woman or his
yeah, it
wife?
was. I think it was his wife.
Oh, so
Yeah,
she called the cops and
it was not good.
Is there video
No,
of him?
I don't think there's any video
Okay.
out there.
Okay, so nobody knows what really happened.
Well, yeah, they kind of
Yeah.
do. I mean, there's some articles floating around, and there's a court case that was filed with public. Documentation's kind of floating around out there that it's publicly available to see, and it's a felony. I mean, it's a first-degree felony charge of I think it was.
See now my
domestic
question
violence.
is this though. So now my okay, and now my question is this now I'm not saying that what he did was justified, but at the same time I don't think the woman is innocent in this situation either. I think it's easy to point fingers and blame
Yeah, that's the thing.
whatever
We
he
don't know
did
his
if he.
side yet. We just know
Yeah, exactly. Because
what's
I
being
mean,
said.
because I hear these things all the time from people, right, Fallen, and it's like they did the same thing with Infiltration, right? This, he was a Street Fighter pro, and they banned him literally just because of accusations because his wife said that he's beating on her, which probably more likely is true. But then it's just like, if that's the case, then why don't you just leave? Obviously, you're with this person because of their success, their money, or something
Right.
of that nature, right? So it's like, if
Fucking
this
hate
person is
this
that
shit.
abusive to you, why don't you leave as a woman? You get what I'm saying? But they want to cry on the internet or say, "Oh, well, he did me." But it's like, it seems like you tolerating it though. You feel me? So it's just like people have to, especially men, have to be very careful when it comes to women when it comes to that shit. It's like that Me Too shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, that whole
Um,
Me Too movement.
Yeah, so it's just like, I'm not, like I said, I mean, it's crazy that he's going through that, but at the end of the day, I got to see everything before I can make a judgment on, Quantum to be like, oh, he's a piece of shit. Because like I said, the woman could be abusing him. Like, it could get to the point where the woman can hit you, but if you decide to hit her back, cops are going to see that and be like, well, he's not supposed to hit a woman, but she's hitting me. Like, I mean, I don't know. Because a lot of women do this, man, especially nowadays. A lot of women.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
that's all. But of course, they're gonna still eat it up anyway. But I mean,
Right, yeah.
Me, I'm
He's
just
a
gonna-
very disliked
yeah, because
creator
they
on
want to see him
YouTube.
fail
And
regardless.
to be
so
fair,
they
I
don't care
mean,
if
he
he's
has
right or
done a
wrong.
lot of fucked up shit. Like, I don't want people to think, oh, I'm defending Quantum TV. I'm not at all defending him. I'm always been
No,
neutral.
no.
I don't have a dog in the fight.
Mhm.
I don't really care one way or the other. I'm just seeing it
Yeah.
for myself and coming about it from a non-biased perspective. See, everybody's biased about
Yeah.
the situation because they're either followers
Yes,
of Quantum
exactly.
TV or they're followers of the Acme.
Yes.
So they're naturally
Yes,
going to be
it's like,
biased
that's what I'm
towards those
saying.
people. I don't care about either
Exactly.
one of them.
No,
I
I-
don't watch their content. I just find it rather
Yeah, me
interesting, and
either.
I just want to commentate on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because everybody's gonna run with it regardless if he's right or wrong. The Quantum TV fans are going to defend him regardless if he's right or wrong, and the Ackman fans are going to,
Yeah, and I see it
you
time
know,
and time
have a
again
field day with it
how
just
they
because
act.
they
I
don't
know
like
right
him.
away when
It's just
somebody's
stupid.
a fanboy of a YouTuber and when they're not. Because
Yeah.
when they get
just
angry and
get-
they immediately start just throwing insults, fuck you, you're a terrible person, how could you say this about it? It's like, okay, I can already tell that you're a fanboy of the YouTuber and you're mad that
Yeah,
they're
exactly,
mad
yeah,
all
'cause-
because and I didn't never say anything bad
you
about
called him out.
Ackman. I just said that
Yeah.
it was foolish what he did. He shouldn't have made, he made like multiple videos bashing Quantum TV.
And then I think he got mad because YouTube did it. They give him a temporary ban or some shit.
They demonetized his channel
Oh, which was due to his own fucking
for
fault.
targeted harassment, which is against their terms of
Yeah.
service. So they are within the right to do that. But he didn't
Yeah,
like
so
that.
it's
He
like
didn't like that outcome. See, that's the problem with these big
Mhm.
YouTubers is they think that they're invincible. They think that they have
Yeah,
all
because
the
they got a
power
bigger
on YouTube.
channel.
And then
Yeah,
YouTube reminds
and they
them,
think
hey,
they
you don't
could-
actually have any power on here. You're just another
Mhm.
user.
Yep, just another motherfucker on the platform. Yeah, like and that's
Gamesta.
I know that. I know I ain't
Yeah,
big,
Game
but I'm
supposed
just
to
saying.
stop calling me a casual in your videos.
What?
Talking about my.
Can you imagine? Oh, that's probably what they're thinking. Yeah. They're like,
Yeah.
yo, why is this dude? But I just, like I said, like, if half these people wanted to prove themselves, they're all welcome to come in here, prove themselves, even talk to me about it. But instead, they rather bitch and moan about me on Twitter or YouTube videos or talk about me in random party chats. Like I said, I'm willing to play these people. I'm willing to engage with these people in some form. Any person has a problem with me, they can play me in a game. Like I said, But at the same time, you can't get mad at somebody for being critical on you. Because I actually talked to Kid Smooth. I don't know if you've seen my recent video. I've actually talked to him, and I seen his video in regards to Xbox, 30 frames per second. I'm like, yo, listen, people, like, what
It's been
next
that
gen?
way.
One next gen game? Exactly, console gaming. If you've been gaming on console gaming has always been moderately at what 30 FPS, literally. 30 FPS or lower.
Yeah,
right?
the one exception would be probably the 6th generation. There's a lot of PS2 games, surprisingly, that ran at 60.
Oh yeah. No, that is a good point. Yeah, that is true though. But I think he brought up fighting. I'm like fighting games are not demanding. I mean, there's a few games that are.
Yeah, the
I think
sports
God of War
games
2
and the
ran at
fighting
60.
games
Like,
and some of the racing games, those usually do run at 60
Yeah,
because
they
they're not
don't-
as demanding.
yeah, but it's just like everybody's
They're
saying,
not
oh,
open
Redfall.
world either.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
open
Redfall-
world
and that's
games are
another
almost
thing,
always
too.
30 FPS.
Like, This guy, Kid Smooth, was saying some stupid shit in regards like, well, I don't understand how Redfall is not fucking 60. It should be 4K 60. I'm like, dude, you literally, and in the same sense to say it's open world, and then bring up, well, there's other open world games that are. I'm like, and name, and I'm like, in my
well,
video, I'm like,
if they want that, why don't they
name
just
them,
go
and then
PC?
all he could say. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'd be saying, and the funny thing is, I was like, what open world game that's been 60? Like literally, he's like Far Cry
Especially
6. I'm
4K.
like, that is last
At
gen.
4K.
Yep, at 4K.
You
I
want to
mean,
throw ray
GTA
tracing
5 when that
in
shit
along
dropped
with
on
it?
the PS4, that was still
I mean,
30.
jeez.
It took until another console for them to get 60 FPS at 4K for GTA 5. So it's just like these people are so stupid. Now I'm not saying Redfall is gonna be all that good of a game, but he's like, I'm gonna avoid it. I'm not gonna play it, even though it's on Game Pass. I'm like, nigga, are you stupid? Just play the game and complain about why you playing it. All because it's 30 FPS. All because it's 30 FPS. Saying that our
Bro,
first person.
I don't get that. Review tech is like that. It's like, bro, why does the frames
You
make
don't
a
play
difference for a
games.
single player game? You know?
Well, it's like single player co-op, but it's not because he's like, well, I can't play first person
Well, I mean,
shooter
a
that's
game that
not
runs
at
at 60
but it's
does
like
feel
it's not a
better
competitive.
to play, but it's not like
Of
it should be
course.
mandatory.
Yeah, I mean-
Yeah.
That's not a mandatory
course.
thing. Like, oh my god, if the game doesn't run at 60 FPS at all times, it's unplayable. Like, kind of
Yeah,
elitist
because everybody's
mindset
saying,
is
well, I
that.
play all my shooters at.
You know how many
all
games
my
can't even
first-person
run
shooters
properly at 60 FPS? The Grand Theft Auto trilogy,
True.
GTA 3, Vice
Oh,
City,
yeah.
San Andreas. Doesn't
Matter
that
of
have
fact, that game
issues
would have
if you go
done better if
beyond
they just
30
capped it
on
at
PC?
30.
It has like issues
Yeah.
with physics and shit. It's like unplayable at 60 FPS.
Yep. I just feel like, I mean, like you said, like if, like for example, as gamers, if we all had the option to play at 60, I think we all would want to play at 60. I don't think anybody would want to play lower than that. But the point is to say that 30 FPS is unplayable on other first person shoot. I'm like,
And I
what
guarantee
are
these are the
first-person
same
shooters?
people that like the Nintendo 64.
What are they?
How much
Yep.
you want to bet?
And that shit. Kid Smooth, he played on the original Xbox. That's at least as far as I know. And
most of the
a lot-
games
they had
on
a
there
lot
are
of
30
FPS.
FPS.
30 FPS. 30 FPS. So it's just like I don't see how console gamers
I
can
don't know.
complain about the.
I don't know, man. I will be honest with you, man. It shows
What's up?
me because I played a lot on the PC, back in the day and stuff. It
Yep.
showed me that they don't know a lot about tech. I'm gonna tell you, my last PC I had an i7, and it had a GTX 980 Ti. And dude, I was playing the Evil Within. Max settings, and you know what those max settings led to? Slow down.
You know what the funny thing
Or
is? It's
slowing
no
down a
different than an
little
expansion pack. Like when you put the expansion pack in N64, yeah, it made the visuals better, the draw distance better. But
Yeah,
guess
it
what?
looked it better,
Slower.
but
It was
it wasn't running at no 60 frames though.
Yeah.
Over 60, I should say.
Ever since console gaming has been 3D, we've always been at running shit at 30 FPS. There's been only a few exceptions where some games have gotten 60. Like I just don't understand. And like, the guy's like, this is the new next gen standard. I'm like, for people to
people-
understand,
and-
for something
and
to be
this
a
is the thing-
standard means that most average games have to be doing it.
And
It's not an.
Gangster, this is.
Go ahead.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is
I know.
this is what people don't understand between the console realm and the PC realm. The console's always been very limited, when it came to performance. Now, when you go to the PC, people think, well, it's unlimited. Well, which it is. But
Not in
if the game
funds.
is capped out, then you're gonna have to do what? Upgrade to another graphics card. And that's pretty much what the series in PS5 is going through. They're going to have to come out with another iteration of a what? Of a series? And
I've
a
said
Pro.
that. But
That's
people
what
want to
they're
make
gonna
it
have
seem
to.
because they looked into the box way too hard. It's 8K, 120 frames on the
Oh,
box.
we all know
That's
that's
what I
that.
want.
We
And the
all know
only
that's a
time they're able to
gimmick.
achieve
You
this shit is
know
with
that.
last generation fucking games. There has not been one true next gen game that's been running at 4K 60. Spider-Man Miles Morales, a game that came out on the fucking PS4, runs at fucking 4K 30 on the PS5. And that's fucking last gen. All right? So what the fuck do these people
I thought
want?
that was the point of
You
the
feel me?
PS4 Pro was to get games running at 4K, but instead it was like 1440p.
Yes. Yep. I know.
Well, Prince Fallen, that's barely 1440p. It's more like 1080p.
Yeah, it's like
60.
checkerboarded 1440p.
For some games, yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
Like a
barely.
So it's
Wish
just like, what do
1440.
people want? At the end of the day, us console gamers, not us personally, but these console gamers have single-handedly sold out, and that's why I made in my video. I got a new thing, and I'm happy that you're streaming right now. I'm gonna tell everybody what I'm about to say. It's frames over games. All right, I want everybody to push that message out there. Do you want games over frames, or do you want frames over games? Because console gaming has always been about the exclusives. It's always been about the fucking software. At the end of the day, I remember when console exclusives had games and PC games, regardless of how ridiculous their rig was, they're like, damn, we can't play it because it's not on PC, right? Now all of a sudden, that's null and void because a lot of the games that are being developed on console are going what? Inevitably to PC. The only people winning this shit is these PC fucking gamers.
I mean, the fact that
Console
there's
gamers are
so
losing.
such little to play that you got rid of your
Gangster,
PS5.
they're not entirely winning. They're not entirely winning like that. Because a
But
lot
they're
of the
being
JRPGs are still not going to PC. A lot of them
okay.
are not.
Okay, but
You
I'm
know,
just
well,
saying.
these
I get what
mainstream
you're saying.
games are, but
Yeah. But that's all
a
these
lot of these
motherfuckers
niche
play.
Japanese games are not getting them.
Yeah. No,
Nah.
I know for that the adamant RPG fan, but I'm saying, but I'm speaking in like a generalization as to most gamers. It's just like if
Yeah,
this is what
I
y'all
get what you're
want,
saying.
if this is what y'all want, go to fucking PC. Like I don't understand how these motherfuckers expect a $500 console to be pushing results like this. Seriously, it's
Which
embarrassing.
I never understood that though. You know what I'm saying? Like they expect PC performance specs out
From
of
a
a five hundred
$500
dollar
box.
box. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy to me. It's asinine though.
Yeah.
It's
Like
very
how
asinine.
like how the
So
fucking
you won't. So just because your console has 120 hertz doesn't
only
mean
for
that it's
multiplayer
gonna do 120 hertz. It doesn't
for
mean it's
every
gonna
fucking
do
game.
it though for every game. It's gonna do it for last gen games.
Yeah, low
You know,
demanding shit.
old
Yeah.
demanding games. You know what I'm saying? If they were to remaster Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil, the GameCube one, it'd do 120 hertz.
Yeah,
It'd do it
easily.
easily, no
But
problem.
that's what I told
Even
people. I'm like,
Resident
do
Evil
y'all want to
0.
play next gen games or do y'all want to
I
play
want to.
the
I'd rather
same
play
old
something
shit?
new.
Because at fuck. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the only time we're gonna fucking get 4K 60 on most of these games if it's a remake, a 15-year-old game, or a game that came out over 20 fucking years
And the
ago.
fact that you
So
got
it's
rid
just
of
like,
your
really?
PS5 because there's nothing to play on PS5. I mean,
Nothing. I got
that's
rid of it. I got rid of it.
yikes.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what. I got rid of it for $300 and a PS4 Pro, the Spider-Man. Yep. Yep. I
Well,
mean,
I had
people's
a
like,
buddy that had the PS5, man. You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't
And I
use it.
told you about him,
I
gangster.
was like, well, hold on.
He
I'm getting
got
them
it.
play.
He had it for like 4 or 5 months, and he got rid of it. You know, and he
I
already
like.
had a gaming
I'm like, I'm
PC. He
getting
said there wasn't nothing
$300
for it.
and a PlayStation 4 Pro on top of that. Uh, I'm like, why the fuck not? I'm not losing. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. And like I said, all the games are the same. Uh,
Yeah,
I
I got
just don't
someone.
know,
I know
man.
someone that he just got a PS5, but he never had a PS4. He was on PS3, and he's been on
Oh,
PS3 since basically it
oh
launched. So
shit.
he hasn't ever experienced the prior generation. So I'm like, okay, it makes sense for him to get a
Oh,
PS5 because he's actually getting value out of it because he's actually got games to
yeah,
play
Yeah,
yeah,
he's getting
that he
he's getting
hasn't
two
played yet.
consoles in one, too.
yeah, exactly. Essentially,
Yeah, so I understand why
I
he
mean, but
wanted a PS5, but
sometimes
if you
you even
already have
gotta
a
question if he's even
PS4,
up.
then
Yeah, I already had a PS4
I
as
mean,
well.
it's hard to
Yeah,
recommend a
I just got another one.
PS5.
You know what console officially became though?
Mobile phones.
Fucking cell phones,
Yeah.
upgradable cell phones. That's what they officially became. I mean, just look. playing the same games on these
Yeah, and
consoles.
even the ones that are actually available to
Nothing
play that are like
improved.
quote unquote exclusive, they're not even really exclusive. Like Demon Souls, that's a PS3 game. Ratchet and Clank,
Yeah. Last
whoop-de-doo.
of Us
Yeah.
There's
remake.
20
Come
other
on.
ones on PS3. I mean, it's just
Last of Us
yeah,
remake.
last
I mean, for
again, The
$70
Last of Us
fucking
again.
dollars?
Like, no thanks. I already
Three
played
times.
it. Like, it's on
And the
PS3
fucked up
and
thing is the
PS4.
PS5 is backwards compat, and yet they still have the audacity to bring this shit out for $70 fucking dollars, like as if it's new, as if people didn't already play this goddamn game. What does this do for me? Like literally. And if people's like, oh, it's all about that 60, but I'm like, didn't the fucking one that came on PS4
I
run
was
at
just
60?
gonna
So
say,
that
actually,
fucking
The Last
excuse.
of Us Remastered ran at 1080p 60.
Yeah,
So-
so that excuse is null and void. Man, that's some bullshit, man. Like, if they wanted to remake that game, they should have sold that shit for $29.99 tops. Tops.
No, just bring it through backwards
Straight up.
compatibility and you're good to go. I don't
They could have
understand
done
why
that.
we needed a whole
Well,
new
they
version.
did, but they could have enhanced it like how Microsoft probably would have did. But this one, they touched up the textures and all that, so I get it. They did a little metric.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I think Microsoft do a better job in enhancing their games. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest, man.
You mean through backwards
because
compatibility
they
or through
look like
remasters?
remaster. Backwards compatibility.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
They do a better job at doing it. Sony, they just want to resell you games and shit.
I've had one guy on PlayStation tell me I'm stupid that I got rid of the PlayStation 5, and I'm like, why? Like, why am I stupid? I literally took the money and I got another PlayStation on top of $300. Yeah, but I'm the dumb one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
right.
you're basically
they
getting
fucked
an identical experience that you
I'm
get
still
on
getting
the
a
PS5.
console on
Like,
top. And
Yo,
playing
yo,
PS4
I'm
games, you
the
might as well
fuck?
just stick with a PS4 Pro.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you guys
Yeah.
right now. I was playing Panzer Dragoon Orta. I told Gangster earlier. That shit look amazing. Looks so fucking amazing, man. And that's an old game. And it looks amazing.
Yeah, we're at
Love
the
that
point where
game.
graphics don't really matter anymore, in my opinion. Like, I really don't care too much about graphics. Like, I think any game that comes out now looks at least decent. You know, even a bad game looks at least decent now. You know,
Yeah.
back in like the 6th gen era or earlier, it's like maybe games would look muddy or too blurry or something like that. But now it's like everything looks clear, everything looks pretty good, except for if it's on the Switch.
Dude,
maybe not so much on the Switch.
I'm playing Final
but everything
Fantasy
else looks
13 right
fine.
now. I'm playing Final Fantasy 13 right now. I'm in Grand Pulse. And this shit looks phenomenal.
Yeah, Pulse does
Very
look nice.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
looks
13
real
was a
good.
gorgeous looking game.
It's a gorgeous looking game. Dude, this game got bashed when it came out. But when you look at it now, you like, damn.
This was PS3.
Yeah, on PS3,
PS3
yeah,
at
it looks
360,
better on
damn.
PS3.
This game looks
That's
better
when
than
that's
any
where I
Final
first played it.
Fantasy
I
game
first played it on
today.
PS3. But on backwards compatibility on Xbox, it looks really good too. Everything except for the UI. The user interface doesn't really
Yeah.
look too good, but everything else about it looks great.
Oh yeah. Dude, I think today's gaming, man, it's
Trash.
sad that how today gaming is though. I mean, we get broken games today. Gotta wait for updates for
Yeah,
'em. You know, Resident
I was
Evil 4
playing
Remake had
Destroy
an
All Humans
update
2,
today.
Reprobed. It's a
I
remaster
heard they
from
took the ray
second
tracing.
game. And it was so many glitches and
Oh yeah,
weird
out of
bugs,
Resident Evil
and
2
the
and
game
3,
crashed
yeah,
on
they
me
got ray
multiple
tracing
times.
out.
And this is a current gen only game. This was not available on last gen, so I played it on the Series S. And like, there's no reason that it should be having technical problems like that. Like, the game stuttered like crazy at launch, especially on the third level. It was horrible. It was almost unplayable because the game would just randomly crash for no reason, just running around the main world. I'm
And that
like
has a
looking
lot
at it, I'm
of
like,
physical
what the
media
fuck
is
happened
fucking-
here? You know, like the original was actually better than the remaster. You have to wait for updates just in order to actually play it and enjoy it. It's really sad. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Physical media is kind of becoming obsolete nowadays too.
Yeah, because you get games that the game isn't even actually on the disc. Like it's just a license.
Because they
You know
want
what
to
game-
push
It's
this
just a license
whole
key.
the service thing, Game Pass and PlayStation Plus Premium. They want to push that now, and they going to push
Well,
it.
what they
And
really
they gonna
want
get
is
it.
they really want the control. They want to be able to
Yeah.
block you off if
Yep.
they don't want you to have access to
You know
that
they
anymore. They can just
delisted
flip the
Uncharted
switch and
4
say, no,
on
I don't want you
PlayStation
to be able
4
to
and
download
5.
this or play it anymore. That's what they want.
Paula, they delisted Uncharted 4 off the PlayStation 4 and 5. They delisted it.
Unch-
And the only way you could play it through... Yes, it's delisted.
Uncharted 4?
The PS4 version. Yes, you should look. It's delisted. They won't let you download. The only way you could play it is if you get on their streaming. Yep, look it up.
Oh,
Mhm.
hell no.
Yeah, they
was
pushing this
shocked.
whole
Yeah, they're
service
pushing the
thing.
subscription shit.
Well, I got the
Yeah.
game on disc.
I was like-
so
Yeah, me too. I still own it as well. But it's
I
just
have
crazy.
I have it on disc and I have it digitally.
But it shows you
it's
that
still,
it's-
if you got it digitally already, it's still in your digital library.
Yeah, of course. But
But if a person
But-
try to buy it now, then
digitally, you can't do
I'll
it.
have,
Yeah,
I'll have
then
to
you
look
won't
that
like it.
up.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I went on one of my other accounts just to see, right? And yeah, they won't let you do it. Only if you got this PlayStation Extra pack, they'll let you do it.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
On the subject of graphics and games, how do you guys feel? I was watching Moist Critical and what's his name? Some ordinary gamers talk about this. Have you guys heard of the game Record or whatever?
Recory, I think.
Yeah,
right?
that first person fucking shooter game that's supposed to be found cam footage of body cams.
Yep.
All right, so turns out so Critical wasn't really talking smack about it. He was just giving a point of view. So I might get this wrong, so feel free to correct me, anybody. So they're bitching about the fact that it's too realistic and it's going to desensitize kids or teenagers who get into this game. And my first thought was, why is that why is that really such a bad thing? You know, I'm not saying I'm not, because we grew up, Gamesta Jet, all of us, we grew up in pretty hard times. We all
Yes, of
experienced
course.
crazy shit. So being around that kind of activity, you kind of just like, it's nothing to you because one, you don't
But-
know the motherfucker.
But also,
and
too,
two,
it makes you not want to actually be the same fools that you're
Right.
seeing. I feel like when you
Yeah.
hide
Right.
people from that shit, it just makes them more inclined to
it makes
wanna
it
do
worse.
right. I mean, I don't see anything wrong. I mean, look, soldiers, they were desensitized from the beginning, but I will admit that the mental health, it needs to be dealt with in our country.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, why are we responsible for these kids playing this fucking game? Like, why do the developers, why do gamers, why do we suffer that consequences when the parent should just be the
True.
parent and keep them
Yeah.
from playing this fucking
Instead of
game?
bla-
I get it.
True.
You can't monitor everybody every day, but bro,
But they
this-
literally have settings for these parents to be able to.
exactly.
you know,
You got a
so it's just
phone
like-
that could check that shit. I mean, these days you can set up parental control where, hey, your kid's trying to play fucking Call of Duty,
Yeah.
rated A,
I mean,
mature.
you can literally set up your child's phone to know exactly where they at. I just
Right.
don't, I just don't see that now. I just feel like we get a worse experience because they want to protect people's children. It's the main reason why Nintendo never added voice chat to their fucking consoles.
Because Nintendo's smart. They know they got some motherfuckers that are gonna say some R words, say some N
Yeah,
words.
of course,
You know,
dude.
they're
Did
gonna
you see
get
when
ghetto.
when you see in the Miiverse when that was on the brink of shutting down, everybody just went crazy and started fucking swearing, drawing dicks, and
Right.
bro, people did not give a fuck.
Well, yeah. 'cause
Literally
why
Right,
on the
would
so-
you?
last day of Miiverse.
What are they gonna do? Ban you?
Because it's like it doesn't matter if we get
Yeah,
banned.
'cause
when
it's gonna
shit's
shut
done.
down anyway.
Dude, I can't even. I'm playing the Oculus Rift a lot. I'm playing that one game, Population 1. And, bro, it's just as bad on there. And these little kids are saying words Hitler wouldn't even say. I'm just. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like. And one argument somebody made with me was, oh, well, these kinds of games are, what's the word? They promote that kind of violence where it's okay,
don't
and if it's
promote that
realistic, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's real." You know what I mean? I go, "That's fucking stupid." Name a game. I go, the first person shooter game was fucking Maze War, 1970s. Now I bring that up because one, it wasn't really a first person shooter, but it became a first person shooter, but it wasn't properly released. But Doom came in and became the release. So it's a debate which was first. that game or
see.
Doom. But
Well,
the
also
reason
too,
I
there's a
bring that
game
up,
even before Doom. It's called Catacombs, which is Wolfenstein. So it's just
right?
like, but go ahead, I get you.
But they were in the 80s, right? But the early 70s, that game was developed, and so was some fake ass tank shooter. But I bring that up because, all right, in 1945, this kid was going through scrap metal to sell, and this other kid stole this metal from him, and he shot him with a 12 gauge. What game was he playing back then?
Mm-hmm.
What game was this little girl playing in
Like for them,
1929 who burned her sister alive?
because
What game
instead
was
of
she
worrying
playing?
about mental health, truly, they want to just come up with things that they believe that will. Is like everybody wants to point the finger and blame. Nobody ever wants to come
Yeah.
up with results for anything. They just want to blame people for shit.
Right, they want to blame us. They want to blame you. They want to blame the fucking games. Oh, why make a game like this? Like,
Like why?
it's just
Yeah.
it's
Well, didn't they do the
ridiculous.
same
just
thing?
no
Bro,
different
The
than when
same
that-
thing was used to be done with movies and music as well. So I mean, it's kind of a generational thing,
Yeah,
right?
until it became accepted. Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, music has a more deeper influence than any
That's
kind of
true.
media out
I
there.
agree because a lot of people get influenced by music.
Well, and research
At
has
least
actually
that-
proven that there's actually benefits to mental health and several health benefits
Video
actually to
From playing video
games.
yeah, oh, yeah,
So-
definitely. I've heard. Yeah.
They're trying to prove
Yeah,
that
but I
it's
hate that-
bad, and actually all they're finding is that it's actually good. At least in moderation, it's good.
Right.
The reason why they're saying it bad because they don't play. That's why.
Right, but what is the harm in realistic graphics? I mean, what is the harm of being on? I mean, I wish I could be on an island with dinosaurs,
see,
kill
it's
them and
funny.
eat them.
They say
I
that
can't do
about
that in real
video
life.
games, but they won't say it about movies. These same people are probably binging
True.
Netflix all day, and they see all kinds of violence
Right.
in all these very realistic looking movies, and they don't say anything about that. But these video games, oh my
Yeah.
god, the horror. I
Yeah.
find it very hypocritical.
You know what it is?
Hypocritical.
I'm not gonna be very controversial with this. I'm gonna try
No,
not
go
to
ahead.
be. Because video games is all about creation. That's why.
Hmm. Yeah,
Think
that
about
makes some
that
sense.
for a second. Creation. I don't want to say no more because we're recording, but it's all
Yeah,
about
yeah.
creation. You know what I'm saying? I tell y'all off camera, but yeah.
Fuck.
Nah,
Y'all know where
that
I'm
just
going with
pissed
it.
me off today though, because I hate these YouTubers too. They try to beat around the bush, not step on any toes on
Yep.
how
yeah,
they really feel. It's
Yep.
like, bro, just say what you mean. Like, I
Yep.
think games should be realistic because as a kid, I
Because
always
they'll get canceled.
wanted to
they'll-
have realistic games.
They'll get.
And when
they'll
I
get
first played
canceled. That's
Ark-
the problem. That's why. That's why I can't follow YouTube anymore because everybody wants to always worry about their image or they worry about, oh, I might lose some few followers or subscribers. It's like, bro,
Yeah, they
just
don't
say
want
what
to
you
keep
want.
it. They don't want to keep it real, man. That's the problem.
I
with
literally
YouTube.
had people like I've talked shit about YouTubers. I've had people tell me I can't even talk shit about video games, and that's a fucking inanimate object. All right. Oh, you're hurting
Huh.
the poor game's feelings. Really? Like no, like just corny, man. Like
Games today are too cartoony, too fucking.
It's funny.
fucking
I
silly,
remember the
you know?
days where
YouTube
YouTube
games-
was all
YouTube
about
gangsta,
being
man.
edgy, and now it's like the
YouTube
polar
gangsta.
opposite.
yeah, it's the opposite.
Now it's like
yeah.
we gotta please everybody.
I noticed that shit.
It's just YouTube has changed for the worse. It really has.
Oh, yeah,
I
definitely.
barely watch anybody on YouTube anymore, and it's sad because
Yeah,
there was a
me.
time where I would look forward to watching people's videos. I would look forward, like, oh man, I can't wait to get home and see what people are posted today. Like there used to be so much creative stuff on there, so much unique, interesting perspectives and different things being talked about, and now it's
Hey,
all
I
just
know
the
y'all
same
remember
thing
this
over
dude.
and over
Remember,
again. It's very
re-
generic, very
remember
cookie
that-
cutter. It's very expected.
And everybody's doing the same type of
Yeah,
content.
it's
They all
the
saying
same
the same
thing
shit.
over and over
Regurgitation.
again. It's DK oldie this,
Hey, yo, y'all
DK
remember
oldie that.
Classic Game
Moving on to the
Room?
next trendy topic.
Yeah, oh yeah, I
thought that
remember
was
classic.
dope.
And nobody has any
Yeah, that
interesting
was
perspectives
dope.
anymore. They all share like this. It's like they got this hive mind mentality. I almost feel like they're all in cahoots with each other, and they all like collaborate. And they're like,
They
okay,
are.
I'm gonna post my cookie cutter video,
Yeah.
and then after I'm done with mine, you can post your very similar to my video, and then the next
Yep.
person will do theirs. And
Mhm.
it's like I feel like they're all
they
collaborating
all say
with
the
each
same
other
shit.
because it's like they
I
all
mean,
have the
think about
same
it.
feeling behind it.
It's called it's called YouTube clicks. That's what they are. They have they clicks. Screenwave has Spawn Wave, Player Essence. They're all a part of the same Dreamcast guy. They're all a part of the same brush. All of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's
You
like
could tell,
no
it's like a
matter where I
YouTube
go though,
game.
it's like everybody is like that. It's like everybody's
Yep.
copying everyone else. It's just it's like nothing different to see anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. Just I don't know.
Really nothing you
Talking
can
about it
do.
makes it feel like the world's gonna end.
I won't end. We won't.
It just
exist.
feels that way. It feels like a world is dying, like a world of
Because,
Well,
like
It
I
feels
music
like
said,
on
my
a very
dad,
slow decline is what it feels like.
my dad
yeah,
was
I
like,
guess so.
even though he like hated the way 3D gaming was, right, and he did not like the transition of 3D gaming, but I've never heard my dad say like, because my dad would tell me he's like, "Yo, gaming is ruined." It's like even though my dad could not appreciate, well, I mean, he plays like a few games in the here and there, but you know, he likes 2D games. These are things he grew up on, you know, stuff like that. But he still appreciated the 3D era, though. Like, does that make sense? He still was like, "Oh wow,
Yeah,
these are
yeah.
good
He
games." He still
appreciates
had
it, he
to
just
appreciate
doesn't
like
like it.
he just doesn't like it. Exactly, right?
Oh yeah, I'm the same way
Which
with
is perfectly
Grand Theft Auto.
understandable. Now, like, because my dad or anybody older than himself would be considered like quote unquote OG, I guess you would say. So for him to still be able to appreciate gaming to that point, even though it was making transitions that he wasn't, you know, or he did not like, he still enjoyed it. He's like, okay, I still, you know, this is cool. This is cool. Fast forward all the way to what we got now. My dad's like, bruh, gaming is ruined. Like, my dad's like, yeah, crap. And my dad told me this years ago, man. He said gaming's gonna go streaming. He said this years ago. Years ago. And I told my dad's like, but I looked at him and I said, yo, because you know, we were still buying discs. He's like, in place, you know how they introduced the whole you could buy the games off the store. My dad said, watch. He said, watch, they're gonna lock you down. I was like, what? I said, nah, yeah, as a kid, you're thinking like, nah, there's no way, right? You think you're gonna always play with CDs. And so he's like, watch. He told me GameStop is gonna be an accessory store. They're not even gonna sell games. GameStop selling toys and shit. Like it's true. Like GameStop, like who go to GameStop to buy games? It gets to the point where it's like, why buy a digital game at GameStop? You could just buy it online. They incentivize you to buy shit online anyway, because what did they say? 4 days early, right? Shit like that. So they're already incentivizing you to buy the game digital over a physical copy, and then on top of that, the physical copy has no value because there's no actual data on the fucking disc. Like, why even print this shit? Like, why? Instead of, you know what they should do? You know what they should do, especially for single player stuff? How about you put all the single player data on the disc and then have where you put the single player game, the disc into the game, and then have the on like have it register like, oh, you own this game? Here, we're gonna add the multiplayer because it's online anyway. Do you guys get what I'm saying? But instead, they put multiplayer assets on a single player disc. Like, what the fuck? The whole it just doesn't make sense to me. That's all I'm gonna say. I just think they're doing it on purpose, and this is their main goal: is to take ownership away from the consumers. Matter of fact, there's a lot of people talking about this. Like I seen this video called one of these guys called Gaming with the Grid, and they were talking about like how they went to Target and there's barely any physical media. They don't stock
Yeah,
up.
I seen that at Target and Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah,
Barely see any physical media
yeah.
for Nintendo
My GameStop
Switch,
barely has any physical media.
Xbox,
They don't stock up
PlayStation.
shit.
Yeah.
It's becoming harder and harder to pick up a physical copy nowadays. When before you could just walk into the store and buy one.
All
So-
by design.
Yep. It's all designed to be like that, so it can make it more easier for you to subscribe to the subscription service. So,
Or to lock you down to their
Yep.
storefront at the very least.
yep. Yep.
That's-
And
there's
for
more
everybody
money to
that's
be made.
co-signing this, people's like, well, it cuts down the exclusivity. But guess what? Guess what they're going to start doing? Just like how Hulu and Netflix is, they're going to start having particular episodes, shows, you know, and all that on different streaming services. Watch, and you're going to end up be paying more in the long
And
run.
eventually, we're not
Watch.
going to be getting all these good deals on the Xbox storefront. You know how they have some really good deals, some kick-ass deals every now and then on
Yep.
here? Yeah, you think they're
Oh,
going to
that's all
get
gonna
that
come to a
once
stop.
you're forced to buy games from the storefront?
Yeah, and once
No.
once you're forced to actually be subscribed to something, because like Jess
They'll
said,
have no reason to.
but
There'll be no
Ubisoft is
competition.
already doing it. It's not into, you know, it's not fully there yet, fully realized. But EA's doing their little. Think about it. People are not catching on. Even Sony's gonna even Sony's doing it. Nintendo's even doing it. The whole purpose of this is to lock people down.
And you know
to
what
a
I
service.
noticed
And
too?
people's
Do
like,
it
well,
too.
services are not anti-consumer. Okay, check this. They're not? Okay. All right. Let's say when it's fully realized. Let's say the reality of what we're talking about is fully realized. Jet, you like Capcom games, right? $15 a month to play Capcom, $15 a month to play Sega,
I was just
$15
gonna
a month
say,
to play.
Game.
Ubisoft just came out with their whole Ubisoft Plus program. I just noticed that on Xbox.
Yes.
It's like
That's what I was telling Ace.
$18
Yeah,
a month.
and let me tell you something. And I'm gonna tell you, people's like, well, it's not bad. It's included with the shit. People have to understand. But oh my God, people have to understand what what EA and what Ubisoft are doing. They are going on the humps of Microsoft and Sony
And-
to push their shit.
And
it's
and
too.
this
it-
is
it's
and
they-
this is what I
they don't
meant
realize
about the console
They-
PC hybrid.
eventually.
That's why it's going to
Ubisoft-
lead to that.
Yeah, you know how Ubisoft and EA all working with each other, you know, with these Microsoft and Sony or whatever have you, right? But the whole idea is to get you familiar with their games. And what do you think Ubisoft's gonna do? They're going to take that away. They're gonna be like, oh, we
Well-
got success off the
well,
backs of
what is-
Microsoft, and now we're
What
gonna
it's
do
gonna
our own
lead
shit.
What is going to lead to
That's the whole idea.
Ubisoft Plus, right? And
Yeah.
EA Play, they're going to go out there and they're going to gather third-party publishers for their service.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do that.
That's what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
And you know what? I think
Yep, they won't do
Ubisoft
that.
was planning this for a long time too. Because
Yes,
I mean
they
maybe that's
have.
why they made their recent Assassin's Creed games so damn long. Was because if you subscribe to Ubisoft Plus because I'm gonna save money, I can get this $60 game, I can play it for just $18 a month. Shit, sign me up. How many months are you gonna be spending on
Yep.
that one game? You're paying $18 every month. They're winning in the long run. They are winning
Yeah.
in the long
Oh
run.
yeah,
off
they
that.
know that. And Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the game ain't even on the disc.
Yeah.
I actually own the game. I bought it when it was cheap. I buy all my shit.
Didn't
when
you
it's
say
cheap.
you had
I
problems
love when
even
people like-
downloading it or playing it?
Yes,
or
because
something?
Ubisoft servers was down and it wouldn't let me download the single player game because apparently Ubisoft was down. So I had to be online to fucking get the game to work. So, and I love when people's like, "You're a hypocrite. You support that." I'm like, listen, I want to say this for all the people that be saying that because there's a lot of people that be saying that shit about me, right? And I know he's
Yeah.
streaming this. Is that first off, I'm buying the game used. Second of all, I'm not fucking buying the game for a lot of money. Okay? Why the hell would I not want to include something into my collection? It's just like what fucking I've had problems with people before when they're like, "Well, you went out and bought this game anyway." So Capcom is getting rich off me buying a game for $10 used? I don't think so, buddy.
So
If anything, Capcom hates me.
yeah, because
I don't think
they're
they
not
like
making any
me.
money off you. GameStop's the one that's making money on you.
Well, you still say it sucks and it's a trap. I mean, for $10, any game that sucks is good. My favorite fucking game, one of my favorite games is Superman 64. Listen, I got a very high tolerance for shitty games. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm playing Heavy Fire with my PlayStation Move controller right now. Heavy Fire Afghanistan. This game is not that good of a light gun game. Actually, it's pretty fun actually. But I'm saying, I can play some shitty ass games for the right price.
So how cheap does Legend of
Actually-
Reused Assets Tears of the Fanboys have to get before you'll buy it?
That game? Oh, like the price? All right, so let me tell you my hustle right now. All right, hold on. Let me pause this real quick. Let me tell you my hustle, what I do for stuff like that. Now, when I go about those hustles with those Nintendo games, I usually get them on a buy two, get two free. That's how I go, or buy two, get one free. So I'll go out and buy two used Nintendo Switch games and then get that one for free. You see what I'm saying? I've had people tell, "You're such a," because I did it with Sky. You know how I talk shit about Skyward Sword and how people have to understand. I played Skyward Sword on the Wii. I'm not saying that the game is not a fucking good game. It is a fucking incredible fucking game. My point is that Nintendo should not be selling this shit for $60 fucking dollars. Can we all agree to this shit?
Oh, you
It's
mean
not a-
$70?
No. Skyward Sword, because they. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, for that game. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not worth it. Now, if I do go out and get Tears of Kingdom, I'm gonna probably more likely get it on a buy two get two free or buy two get one free. Probably more likely. Honestly, I don't even think I'm really interested in this game. To be honest, I don't even think I want to do that for this game. I'm just being honest. It looks too similar to the fucking previous one. That's
Hence
just
the
me, man.
title of the game that I
So
call
you
it.
tell me, Fallen, is that a hypocrite?
No,
Is
because you're
that a
getting it for
hypocrite?
free.
Essentially, yeah.
If
You
you're
know,
getting,
well, I'm
if
still
you're
buying
getting
it
it for
on
a
other
good deal,
games.
then yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
if you're
like,
getting it for
why
full
the fuck
price
not? It's
or
still a-
near full price, then yes.
Yeah, like, because I had to
but
explain
they're
to this one
basically
person
they're not
who's like,
really profiting off of you.
yeah, and I'm getting more for the value of my money. And I remember having to explain this to somebody. They're like, because one of this person was like, "Well, you said in your YouTube video that you would never." I'm like, first off, don't say I supported it because I did not. Second of all, they said stuff like, "You said you hated this game." I'm like, first off, motherfucker, any game is good for the right price. Any game, no matter what it is, bro. That's like saying Fallen. Like, yeah, let's just say Crackdown 3 is to most people it's considered a mediocre game. You might have not paid 20. You might have not paid 29.99, but you see the bitch for 2.99, it guarantee you're gonna pick that shit up.
That's how
These
much I
niggas
bought
gotta
Anthem
cut this
for.
shit out. There you go. Oh, Fallen, you're a hypocrite. Oh my god. Wait, you said the game was bad.
I'm laughing because it's so
and
funny.
you're such a hypocrite. What's wrong with you?
Yes, that precious
$2.99,
$3.
Two
That's gonna
$3
keep
just
them
so
going
I can
for so long.
experiment and test the game and see it for myself. And the funny thing is, what's even more laughable is that the same people that went out and bought it for 60 with problems, you bought it for 2.99, and they probably fixed all the problems the game had.
Yep, hopefully.
It's like,
Well, that's
It's
what
just
we
like,
should
I
be
just
doing
don't-
instead of complaining about all this shit. We should just be speaking with our wallets. You know, if you
Yeah,
release
that's
a
what I
game
be
and it's got a
doing. Fuck
shitload
'em
of
in the
bugs,
ass,
I'm
man.
just gonna wait
Fuck
until you release a bunch of patches and then
Hey.
get it on a sale. Because that's the smart thing.
Get it
to
on
do.
a sale. Yep, get it on a sale. That's what I did with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I don't buy my shit for full price no more, man. The only time I buy my shit for like Guilty Gear Strive, I want to get. Well, I don't have the PlayStation 5 anymore, but I was gonna buy that shit for my PS5 because it had a physical copy. You cannot find physical copies to this game. I could not find one. I went on eBay. There was only 3 listings. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? So, it's just like I said, man. Like, I think is it on PS4, Jack? Guilty Gear? I think it
Guilty
is,
Gear
right?
Strive,
I don't
it
even,
is.
I don't even think I can find. I don't even think I can find a physical copy there.
It's on
Let's-
PS4.
Yeah, physical copy though, or I didn't see one. I've never seen one, but I'll have to check. I'll definitely double check though. I'm kind of happy I didn't buy the PS5 version because I gotta end up selling most of my PS5 games because I still have them. So I'm gonna sell those. I don't think I'm ever getting a PS5 again. I'm kind of done with this next generation shit. I don't have fun with it. Literally, you know what's so funny, Fallen? You know what the PlayStation 5 was good for? It wasn't good for playing games. You want to know what I was using it for?
YouTube
To charge my phone.
to charge your phone.
Literally. That's all I was using it for. It was like a fucking $500 phone charge.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, I barely used it. I didn't care for it. I'm playing my PS3 right now, and I'm having more of a blast on my offline PS3. I'm having a blast. Heavy Fire, Afghanistan. I'm loving this shit. This is I like shit like this, man. Oh, the game got a bad Metacritic. I don't give a fuck. The game is fun.
Yeah, now that I got
do
my
not
original
care.
Xbox, my modded Xbox fixed, I'm gonna be playing that a lot more.
Bro,
Probably
I've been
ain't gonna see
having
me
fun
on here
playing
as
my old
much.
school shit. Shit, I barely even play my Xbox anymore. As you can see, my fucking achievements haven't gone up since. I don't fucking care for this shit. I think I've beaten a lot of the major Xbox titles already, at least the ones that I wanted to play. So, unlike
My
Bless,
achievements had not went up either.
unlike fucking
Well,
Bless, where he didn't even beat
I
fucking
don't
at
even
least
give a fuck.
Bless
I
didn't even beat
completed a lot of
50% of the
games, so I
Xbox
don't give a
exclusives
fuck.
on
He
his
didn't even
console. Every
beat
game, I remember when he was
25%. He didn't even beat 10%. I don't think
Yep.
he beat a single one.
They didn't play no Killer Instinct. They didn't play no Gears. They fucking didn't beat no Halos. I mean, what the fuck did this man do on this shit, dude? No Forzas.
Like I said,
I mean,
all
it
he
took
does is play
until
third-party
Fallen.
fighting
It
games.
took it to a so-called PlayStation fanboy to tell him about Forza Horizon. You thought he
Yeah,
would have already played
Hey,
that shit.
Fallen,
already.
I just got the platinum for Control.
For what?
Oh, you did? Nice. That's good. Control.
Control.
Control? I don't think I've even heard of
Yeah,
that.
you know that Remedy game.
I've never heard of that one.
You never heard of
I
that
think
one?
you might
I
like it.
100% it on the Xbox One and Series too.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to look into that
Oh,
one.
I got the platinum
Yeah,
for
doesn't ring a
Spoken
bell,
too.
so...
Yeah, that's good. So you got good platinum shit.
I got 24 platinums on PlayStation now.
I will say though, Jay, you're a little lucky because you did get 2 JRPGs for your console. You know, but for me, the only game I was looking forward to playing was the new Spider-Man. So, like I said, my dad's probably more likely gonna buy it, and if I really want to, I'll probably just play it at his house.
I mean,
The
can't you
fuck?
play that on PS4 anyway?
No, not the newer one. Not the
No,
sequel.
not the newer one.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the sequels. But it's fine. My dad has a PS5, so I'll just go play it at his house. He'll more likely buy it.
Yeah,
so
that's like the so
I'll just
that's
play
the
it there,
one
beat the
game in 3 years on PS5 that you're actually looking
Yes, that's the only
forward
one game I want to
to.
play. Yep. Yep. Only game I've been looking forward to.
I'm gonna see if I can get Final Fantasy 16 for free.
Yeah, I mean, you got, like I said, we got what? Returnal, which is a mediocre shooting game.
Mediocre,
We got
yep.
You know what? That's
the
on PlayStation
26th
Plus
Ratchet and
Premium. I'm
Clank
gonna
game.
check that out. I'm gonna see if I get the
We've got a
platinum for that.
Demon Souls remaster or remake, whatever you want to call it.
Remake.
What else? I think that's about
I mean,
it.
they got that
Astro's
free game
remake.
that came out, the Astro's. I mean, which was good. The Astro Bot game.
Oh
I
yeah, the
played, it was-
Astrobot.
it was
Yeah,
good.
Astro's Playroom.
That
Yeah.
was pretty good. I was actually surprisingly a good little free game. Well,
And that comes pre-installed on the PS5, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
That was
mean,
pretty
once
solid.
I get a PS5, if it's still included with the PS5 Slim model, because I'm waiting for the Slim, I'll definitely play that. But
Oh, yeah, you'll
I mean,
love
I'll
it,
play. Okay, so basically, I'd probably play so far. I would be willing to definitely play like the new Spider-Man game,
Yep.
the Astro's Bot, Astro's Playroom, whatever it's called.
yep.
The new
Mhm.
Ratchet and Clank game, just because I'm a big Ratchet and
Yep,
Clank
yep, of
fan,
course.
even
So
though
that's
it's
3.
not necessarily anything special or new. It's a PS5 game, so yeah, that I would play that, and I think that's
Mhm.
it. Everything else would just be PS4
Wow.
games being played on my PS5.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah,
3 games.
3 games.
I mean, that is fucking crazy, man. Like, you gotta really think to yourself, like, wow. Like, I mean, you know,
That's why
I mean,
I'm not
Jet,
in any
even when-
hurry. I'm just waiting for a better model PS5 to come out. Take my
even when
time.
consoles used to release back then, like, even when Sony was at its worst, they still had more than 3 fucking games. Like, this is fucking sad. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, I did the same thing
Like,
with the last generation. I didn't get a PS4 or an Xbox One until 2020. I just didn't give a fuck.
Wow. Yeah. I don't blame you, man. Yeah. Dragon, what do you? Because you know Dragon, he's still playing. What's the Xbox you got, Dragon?
My Xbox is the day one edition.
Day one.
Xbox
He got
One
the
day
VCR
one.
still. The V.
Yeah, day one.
Xbox
Damn.
One day one. Damn.
And she still runs fucking next gen games. I'm playing the Rock and Blade Point on it. The only thing that sucked because Redfall was in the Game Pass, I thought, okay, let me try this game out. Oh shit, not compatible. But funny enough, some next gen games are compatible with it.
Yep.
But I played through
I
the
mean,
cloud.
Yeah, I was gonna say
The
you
fact
just
that
have to
that
play
console
the
console is
cloud,
even
yeah.
still going good is ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, the fact that this is you
Yeah,
can
no,
play
I'm
new
in no
games
rush
on
to
a
get an
10-year-old
Xbox.
console, that's pretty crazy.
oh yeah, it is about 10 years old,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it
Oh
came
my
out 2013.
God.
I'm trying to
Ew.
remember.
Yeah, I don't think any console has lasted as long as this last generation has. At least in terms of full
Besides-
support.
Oh no, you're right. Let me see.
Yeah, because
I
the
mean, besides
PS3 and
PS3
Xbox
360,
360 didn't even last that long. They stopped coming out with the heavy hitters around 2014, 2015.
that's true. Like, so it was about like what 6 years for the PS? No, 7, 6, 7
About
years.
7 years. I would
Yeah.
say 7 years.
About 7 years. So this is the longest it's ever been,
Yeah.
essentially.
I think COVID had a lot to
What?
do with that though.
You think so?
Yeah.
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 All their supply
And you
issues
also have to
with
remember too
everything
the
and-
architect
Yeah,
in the
and
Xbox
development
One,
being
PS4,
affected pretty
Series,
drastically. I think that has a
PS5.
lot
They're
to
the
do with
same.
it.
X86.
Damn.
But I mean,
Yep.
we're 3 years in. Like, there's no excuses no more. Where are
I
these
mean, Fallout. I
games
mean, you forgot to mention Last of Us remake, though. I mean,
at? I already got it on PS3 and I got it on PS4.
no, but it looks a little. But Joel's beard looks a little shinier and hairier, and
Ooh,
you know.
man, I can't wait to play that a 6th time.
Yeah, Joel's got he's got a hairier beard.
Oh man, sign
That
me
one.
up. I'll pay 70 right
4K
now.
60 too. Touched up textures.
Oh damn, that's what I live for.
Same
man.
story. Touched up textures.
See, if they're gonna be
Yeah, you know
doing
what's
stuff
funny?
like this, can they at least come out with stuff that's
fucked
like
up.
from really old games? Like, why can't they take PS2 games or PS1 games and
I know games
bring
that
them
like
into the
literally are
modern
not
era?
available.
Like,
like games that are actually not even widely available. Instead, they take a game and like, oh, the game that I've already played.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
play it again.
pick some niche
No,
game that like
Xbox was
nobody's heard
supposed to
of
do
from the
that.
PS2 era, and then
Yeah.
give it that kind of a treatment. That would make sense.
Yeah, I agree.
I could get down with that at least, but
But to get a treatment to a game that's already been got its treatment is kind of fucking lazy in my opinion.
Now you know
It
what
would've been-
sucks though.
You know what would
He
have been
has a good
nice if
point.
they did a. It would have been nice if they did a Heavenly Sword remake.
How did that game not kick off? Wasn't it theorized that fucking that's Kratos' daughter or some shit?
Oh my god, people are so stupid.
It was. I remember it was a big theory too because why? Just because the game's related. I mean, I've never
Well, they
played
have
it,
very
but I've
similar
seen people play
gameplay.
it.
It's a really good
Right,
game.
but I mean, it was a cool little theory. But how did that game not take off? Like they could
I
have
think
done
early in
so
the
much with
PlayStation
it.
3's lifestyle. I mean, oh shit, hold on.
I mean-
I'm sorry,
mean,
life
it's-
cycle.
It's surprising that Laura Croft lasted as long as she did. Remade.
That's due to Square.
right, but
that's- and
Square's
that's-
not doing shit with her anymore. Like,
Well, because I
or
feel like
I don't know. Maybe
They
Jet
stole-
knows that
they
we
stole
don't know.
Ida's and that.
Because I feel like the reason, I mean, to be honest, Tomb Raider only came back, and I hate to say it, and this would hurt a person that I used to know's feeling so bad because of Uncharted. I hate to say it, Uncharted is what gave that game life, because that's where it took a lot of its gameplay from. It's so funny that
yeah, it is
Uncharted
pretty similar.
was inspired by Tomb Raider, and fucking Tomb Raider,
And it did it better.
I know, and copied fucking. Ah, that is crazy.
I wasn't a fan of the Uncharted series. I mean, I hardly ever played it, but
They're
I
okay
watched people
games.
play it.
They're
It
not
was
bad.
okay.
Honestly,
The whole
I-
exploration wasn't me, but when Laura Croft came out, yeah, I was quick
That
on that
game looked,
because
the second game
Tomb
looked
Raider-
so good on PS3.
I wasn't into it.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
That's one of the first
I
games
always
that
liked
really
the
like blew my
multiplayer.
mind. I'm like, whoa! Like it looked
Is
like
it
a
bad
damn
for
movie.
me to say that I actually liked? Is it bad for me to actually say I liked it Uncharted's multiplayer? Is that actually bad
everything
to say?
you say is bad, gangsta.
Yeah, that
Who
is
gives a
true though.
fuck?
That is true though.
Who gives a fuck?
But it's just like because most people always talk about how good the campaign is, but the
Yeah,
multiplayer was
I mean,
really
it was
good.
very cinematic.
I mean,
It
that's
was
like
very
me telling you
cinematic game.
the Killzone for PS Vita was better.
Yes, Killzone on PS Vita was good too.
No, I
Wasn't it?
mean that's like me saying the Killzone for PSP was better than Killzone 2 or 3.
Liberation
which
was
is-
good.
No, I mean it was good, but it wasn't compared to those two.
Sony
you know?
games I've
Well, 'cause it
noticed
wasn't
they've
the
always
same
wanted to
type of
take
game,
a
but I get you,
cinematic
though.
approach to everything. Like even from the early
Yeah.
days, like the PS1, like you had a lot of FMV, the full motion video stuff
Yep.
for cutscenes, and
Oh yeah,
PS2 focused a lot more on like emotions and showing things like that in cutscenes, more detail.
Well,
And
so
the
I
PS3
mean,
had the
Sega
Blu-ray,
literally.
and they got all cinematic with their styling and everything.
Sega always said that they didn't believe that Sony could make games, and I think there's some truth to that. But the problem is, they didn't know how to make games, but they sure bought them, and they sure kept those games that were exclusive. They literally took a page from Nintendo, Super Nintendo, by locking third party down. If you ask any diehard PlayStation fan what games they played, I guarantee majority of them are third party. Guaranteed.
Which means
None
that
of them
you're
were
not
real.
really,
None of
you don't really care about that platform. It's just you may prefer to play on that platform, but it's not really something
Yeah.
you really are into. Like you're not a PlayStation guy
Yeah.
or an Xbox guy if you're not playing. Like for example, how can you say you're a PlayStation guy if you never played Uncharted or Gran
Yeah.
Turismo or
Yeah.
Sly Cooper or Jack and Daxter, any of the number of exclusives?
At some point, at some
to that
degree,
platform.
at some degree, yeah.
Like you're not playing
Yeah.
any of them. You're not playing any of the exclusives. You don't care about any of them. Then you're
Because
not
you know
really a
why?
PlayStation guy. You know what I mean?
I hate to say it. When I
and
used
that's
to play
how I
on
felt
PS1,
about Bless too. Is like he calls himself an Xbox guy. Oh, I'm this
yeah, he's
big
an Xbox fan,
guy.
but
I'm like, okay, let me
but
see
then he
what games
listed
you play.
third party.
And you don't play
free-to-plays.
Gears. You don't play Forza. You don't play.
I know.
You don't play none of the exclusive
Nothing.
Xbox games. So it's like, how can you call yourself an Xbox guy?
Right
You
there.
just prefer. It's just
Yep.
at that point, it's what controller do you prefer to use at that point? It has nothing to do with the console
Mhm.
because the consoles are identical anyway.
I love when he kept mentioning Friday the 13th, Dauntless, and all those. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Games like that, like free to plays, bro. Like, and he didn't mention that one Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, see, he's not an Xbox guy then. He's not an Xbox
Yep.
fan. Like that's just. I don't
I've
know.
beaten all
That's
the
just
Halos.
weird.
I've actually revisited and beat all the Halos on Legend. Well, most of them. The only one I didn't do was Halo 2, and what was it Halo 2 and ODST?
Yeah,
I
like
think.
I don't even. I'm not some big Xbox guy, and yet I've played more exclusive Xbox games than
More
he
shit.
has.
Yep, that's facts.
That's just weird
I think
to
you,
me.
yeah. I don't even think he played Psychonauts. He didn't play shit. He didn't even play the. He didn't play nothing. Not even Xbox's day ones, like Medium and at the time. I hate to say High Five Rush. That was sad to see. That was very sad to see. High Five Rush. And yet he talks about it on his
And he
Twitter,
talks about
how
how
great the
good Game
game is
Pass
and
is, but he's not playing
the
anything on Game
Metacritic it
Pass.
is. And that's why I try to tell people that people on Twitter that talk about Metacritic
Man,
scores
that's
and
the
all that, but
problem. Is
half the
I
time they're
think
not
Twitter has
playing them.
just really fucked up society for the worst because it's just like all these people on here talking about all these games, and it's like you look at their lists and they don't ever play anything. It's like, well, if you'd stop
They don't
spending
have
so
shit.
much time whining and bitching to other people on Twitter, then maybe you'd actually accomplish something.
Facts. Facts. It's just stupid, man. And that's why I'm like, do you fans actually really enjoy these games, or you guys are just using it for Twitter ammunition at this point to say my console's better? I mean, I look at it like this. I'm not going to hype up a game that I don't give two shits about at all. Like, I don't see the whole fucking point in that. But that's people for you, though, man. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really expect much from people anymore because that way I'll never be
Yeah.
disappointed.
I was loving when Kid Smooth was saying, "Oh, I can't play Redfall now. I can't play it. It's not 60 FPS, even though he has a capable PC of doing it. I have to miss this. How the fuck? How are you gonna miss a game when just subscribe to Game Pass?
I bet
Like,
you he's
ask
got a
it.
better computer than me, and I was playing
Oh, he
League of
does.
Legends yesterday. I was playing League of Legends yesterday for the first time on the Game Pass, and it kept up. Like I didn't get any fuck up scratches or whatever. What do you ever want to call it with the screen?
Screen tearing?
Yep.
My PC
Screen
kept it
tearing
up.
and shit. Yeah, screen
Nope.
tearing.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that, dude. My fucking game kept it up even with an online play, and my CPU
You know,
was just at 50 or 60%.
and the fucked up thing is, Kid Smooth, he says that, oh, I can't, Redfall's unplayable, you know, the Microsoft's unacceptable, they should have dropped at 4K 60, yada, on an open world game, mind you. And he said this all while saying open world on top of that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, apparently you don't know how demanding open world games are, apparently.
Right. I
Like,
could barely
really?
run Skyrim on my shit, but I have to drop it down to 720.
Fucking, he's a fucking fool. You know, all because of PlayStation fans saying that we got games at 4K 60. But what next gen games are they running at 4K 60? I will argue with any PlayStation fan that thinks they got 4K 60 games, because you don't. Returnal was considered a next gen game from them, and that didn't even run at 4K
It's just
60.
going to be the ones that are not
Didn't they-
demanding games, like I said, the racing games
Yep.
and the sports games and some indie games.
Because I
That's
think
it.
the Ratchet runs at 4K 60, but that's not a very demanding game.
Yeah, and you have to sacrifice ray
PlayStation.
tracing.
Didn't
to
most
get
games
there.
that come out didn't run?
Any games that I know on PlayStation? No. God of War Ragnarok was last gen or cross gen. I mean, so
And remember this
In a
whole
way,
120
Sony has it-
hertz. Everybody was, that's like a touted
Yep.
feature.
they ain't even worried about
you can't
that
get
now.
that at 4K. Sorry, that ain't gonna happen.
Yep. Only time you're getting that is in multiplayer. I think that was they meant to say they should have said 120 hertz in multiplayer for last gen games. Because Battlefield runs at 60 FPS. Yeah. Battlefield 2042.
Yeah, the only way I can really recommend any of these new consoles to people are if they did not play anything on the last generation, or if they only kind of just
Yep.
dabbled in
I
it a
agree.
little bit. But if they never actually had like an
I
Xbox
agree.
One or a PS4, then it makes sense, and you're going to be getting a better experience. So, but if
Mhm.
anybody who already has a PS4 and an Xbox One, it really is hard to recommend a newer console. The only way I can recommend it is if you're an enthusiast of performance. If you really
Yep.
want better performance.
And you know another reason why I got rid of the PS5? Because one, like unlike the Xbox, I got immolation, and also two, I'm more of a fan of a lot of their older shit, like Left 4 Dead, Gears of War, hey, PlayStation, they don't have enough of their classics. They don't, at least for me. And also, too, when you look down at it, like when it comes to next gen games, I think Microsoft and Sony offer the same.
You know, I don't know
Very
why they
similarly,
couldn't
you know?
include PS3 backwards compatibility on PS5.
Honestly, that would have been honestly, if they had that, I probably would have
Stupid.
kept it. I would have kept that PS5. That's
But
definitely.
instead, you have to stream it. So it's like,
Yep.
and you can do that on your PS4.
Yep.
So, yeah. It's very
Exactly. I
unfortunate.
know, right? I know that's true. So it's like it's not even a benefit towards the PS5.
And honestly, I mean, I still
kinda
have my
laughable.
PS3. I'd rather play it natively because it just feels
too.
better. So
Me too. Yep.
I was
I will
very
say that- I will
disappointed
say
when
that
I
the
heard that it
PS3
would
games
not be
don't play
backwards
too
compatible with
bad on it,
PS3 because it can definitely do it.
Yep.
They have the source code for it. If they really wanted to, they'd be able to do it. I mean, the Xbox is backwards compatible with a different architecture, being the original Xbox. You know how much of a pain in the ass
Yep.
that must have been to pull that off? But
Shit,
they
I
got that
know.
working. So why can't Sony make the PS3 compatible with PS5?
That's facts. I tell people, man, like it's just unfortunate. Oh, Vanquish just installed on my PS3. Nice. Got this one.
At least
Alright,
with
I'm just
some
downloading
games.
all
Like,
my
I don't
ga-
expect it to work with every PS3 game, but at least with some
Yeah,
of them,
me either.
you know?
At least kind of something similar to what Microsoft got, but yeah, Sony's. That's what I'm saying. Like, and then also to the PS1 and 2 catalog is kind of lackluster as well. So, matter of fact, PS3 offered more PS1 games, PS2 games than 3. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, at the moment,
What's even?
PS Plus Premium is. I'm not the only person that's said this that feels this way. It's not really enough to justify it. You're better off if you're going to get
It's
PS
not,
Plus.
Yeah,
You should probably
it's
just
not
go
right
with
now.
Extra. And
Just get a
even then, it's
PS3.
only if you're newer to the ecosystem. Like if you don't already own
Yeah.
a bunch of PS4 games, then PS Plus Extra
Yep.
makes sense.
Mhm.
But it's hard. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to recommend PS Plus Premium. I mean, I signed up for it and I got it for a year because it's cheaper to do it that way. And for me,
Yep.
I'm
How much
I'm
is
kind
it
of
for
a
the whole
hardcore-
year?
What's that?
How much is it for the whole year?
It's 120. So it's equivalent to
For
$10 a
premium?
month.
That's not bad.
That's better than what Microsoft is doing with Game Pass.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but the
it's
Game
it
Pass
ends up
only
being
has
cheaper
day
than
one
Game Pass
still.
Ultimate that way.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, and also too, you have the option to be able to say, all right, I've got my fun with the premium, and now you can kind of stray away from that and just pay $60 for a whole year. I mean, Sony still has that. You're incentivized for paying more at once and getting more,
Yes.
right? Microsoft used to do that with their gold. Now it's not like that.
Yes, and I wish Microsoft would offer a yearly plan for Game Pass because I would definitely do the
Yep.
same thing.
But for a cheaper cost,
Yeah.
that would be.
Yeah,
Yep.
but instead you have to
Yeah,
pay
because I
for
heard
it
they
by
took
the
out
month.
the $1
so-
shit. They took out that $1 shit, so I guess I'm fucked. I love when Kid Smooth's like, you're wasting more money doing that. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you
I'm
guys did it
wasting
the
more
smart route.
money.
I just went full in. I just started paying the $15 a month every month.
Yeah.
But I never had
just
Xbox
made a-
Live Gold because I always felt like that was kind of a ripoff. If it did,
Yeah,
if it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah, I feel
included
you.
with Ultimate, then I still wouldn't have it because I still feel like it's a ripoff. Especially now
Yeah.
that they took away the 360 games. Like every month, you used to get Xbox
True.
360 games, and you could keep them.
Oh, that was amazing. That was a good reason to stay subscribed. Honestly.
Yeah,
When they took that out and then they talk about we're not
that
supporting
was part of the
360,
reason
I
I
was
wanted
like,
to get
wow.
Ultimate because I was thinking about just getting the regular Game Pass, but then I looked more into Xbox Live Gold, and it's like, well, you get that included with it, and plus the EA Access stuff. For me, that was enough because
Yeah.
I would get a 360 game every month. I had access to EA Play. You know, I'm like, all right, for an extra $5 a month, fine. You know, so that's
Mhm.
why I signed up for Ultimate. But
Do you have PlayStation Move?
no, I don't have PS Move.
You should get it. Yeah, I don't know. I do like PlayStation, like motion controls.
No,
or-
I'm never. I've always looked at the motion control stuff as a gimmick.
Do you like light gun games?
Yeah, not really.
Okay. It's like an old school thing. I mean, yeah, it's very
Yeah, like
only
that was
very few
before my
people like.
time, but I could see the appeal to it
Okay,
though.
he's like that was before my time. Yeah, I'm a big fan of like because I got House of the Dead 4 on here and shit. You know, I love these games. But yeah, no, I feel you. Then in that case, yeah, I'm gonna probably end up getting the VR because me and a few friends, when they get their PlayStations and shit, we're gonna play that game called Zero Firewall. I don't know if you heard about it.
No.
Telling you,
It's,
man.
oh yeah, included Dragon.
Yeah, you're gonna want me on that game after I
Oh
fucked up
yeah, go
on
through the
that
door,
one game.
Dragon. Go through the
I'll
Dragon.
go through a
Oh no,
fucking wall,
Dragon got
dog. I don't
killed.
give a fuck.
Dragon just got killed. Run, because it's like it's a virtual reality game, but it's like Rainbow Six Siege, but you're actually in the game. You should get that
Yeah,
phone.
I've always just kind of stuck with the controllers. Like I'm just a controller kind of guy.
Yeah, no, I feel you, but I think
Nando wants to do that anyway, so
yeah, all of us we're planning on doing that. We all set once everybody gets their PlayStation, that's what we're gonna set up.
What is it called?
So I mean, what is it called? 0 hour firewall. Yeah,
Is it VR only or is it just PS4?
VR only.
Oh,
Yeah,
you see, yeah, I don't have VR.
yeah, that's what. Oh, okay. But I'm just saying, if you ever wanted to join us, I think that would be pretty funny. Like all of us playing in a group. Get down, get down. Like,
Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, if I
That-
already had the VR, I'd definitely be down with that. But
yeah, you would. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, you feel like you don't want to just do it for one game.
yeah, exactly.
There's a few games I might try on it, but mostly, yeah. Nah, but I feel you on that.
oh, you fucking asshole.
God damn, not calibrated. Hold on.
Yeah, I like this new controller I got though, man. This Gambit Victrix controller, dual core tournament. It feels very much like a P.
You liking it?
It's very much like a PS5 controller, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got its own little app on the on here. Let's see if I can open it up.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I know. I always wanted to play with y'all on some Xbox games, but that's hard to get people to do anything nowadays.
I know.
That's
I
why I
told
just
you
been
your
kinda
community just wants the drama, bro. I try to tell you.
I try to get people to play it, and nobody wants to play. I make posts on Xbox. They're like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "You just left the post to play." I don't know who y'all are.
Yeah,
I'm
this
like,
shit's
oh
pretty
my
cool,
God.
man. You got back paddles on the controller. You can adjust the dead zones. You got trigger stops. Dolby Atmos support through the headphone jack. You can adjust the vibration on here. It's modular too, so it comes with 2 different face plates. You can swap them out,
Oh, okay.
change the buttons on them and everything. You can, yeah, it's got a lot of cool shit on here. It's the best controller I ever got for $35.
Nice.
Yeah, as regularly it goes for $100. I got it on sale for $40, and I had a coupon for $5 off. So snag that shit. That was a steal.
So fucked up because I'm such a Sega fan, and yeah, it's just a shame that Sega's. I heard they buying Angry Birds.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shit's still around?
Yep.
Why would they just now turn around
Angry
and buy
Birds.
Angry Birds?
Probably for the movies.
I mean, 10
Sega should be
years
coming
ago
up
it
with
would have made
something new.
sense. Now it doesn't. The fuck?
They're probably gonna try to do some thing with Angry Birds and Sonic. But
Nah,
you know
Sega
what?
needs
Though?
to get on
It doesn't
that too.
make sense. It doesn't make sense, but guess what? It kind of does. You know why? Because you know those animals that Sonic be saving, those flickies. If you think about it, they kind of do resemble Angry Birds in a way. So, but at the same time, it shows you that Sega doesn't care about video gaming anymore.
I can't
Well, at
say
least
I
Sega
blame
Sammy.
them, though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they tried so hard. You know, literally Sega during the PlayStation 3 at the end towards was the only company that I actually could look forward to the games. Oh yeah, you should try out that game, man. Binary Domain.
Oh, yeah, I have it on here. Uh-huh.
Oh, you have it?
I think I got it on my Xbox.
Absolutely.
I know I got it on PS3 as well.
Absolutely, I shit you not. Absolutely beautiful game. Fucking incredible.
Yep, I got it on here. Binary Domain. Yep, 360.
Nice. That's a great game.
Yeah, eventually I'll get around to doing a playthrough of that too. I've been
Oh, you're gonna love it. If you're a fan of Gears of War and like Terminator type shit, you're gonna love it, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely get around to doing it eventually. I buy so many fucking games on here when they're on
Bro, I
sale.
love.
to
You know
do
what I love about the
playthroughs of 'em and
PlayStation
stuff,
Move?
and-
The way you can reload the controller. So now I don't like the way that because I'm using an assault rifle, the sharpshooter. Oh, I can reload it. Oh, like this. Oh, that's sick. I don't have to shake it. Oh, that's so good. Oh,
So you just kind of come on here just to
Yo,
talk
Jet,
with
you're a
people
fan of
now,
light gun
right?
games? Better, you old school, Nick.
You
Oh,
only
shit,
come on
there
here
you go.
just to talk with people, right? You don't really do anything on here anymore.
What happened? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You don't really come on here to play anything anymore. You just kind of come on to Xbox just to
No.
talk, right?
To talk, just to talk, and then I play like a different system. Yeah. I know. Imagine. Xbox will be if it wasn't for that goddamn emulation, that shit be out here. That shit be out too.
Like I said, man, you can still do that through whatchamacallit? Developer mode.
Yeah, you told me,
Yeah.
yeah. Cause I got the ROMs. You know. Yeah, the only reason I got the Xbox is because of my friends that still play.
I know some people that actually
Most of the
got a
time.
Series S just for that emulation stuff. Because it's a good,
Really?
because it's a good emulation box. And it is,
Yeah,
like I said,
PlayStation
I was
can't do
playing
that.
GameCube on here. You know, I was playing Metroid Prime 1080p 60 FPS. That's even better than what the Switch
Wow.
would do.
Ain't-
And for
Can't even
PS1
buy- you don't even
games,
have
man,
to-
I gotta say, you can make it look like a damn remaster. Put
Yeah,
HD
that's what I'm saying,
textures
that's
on there and
good.
everything. Like I saw Metal Gear Solid with modded textures. And man, that shit looked good. That's the kind of shit I would actually pay money for if they came out with a remaster of it. Like I'd be throwing some money down on that shit. A Metal Gear Solid remaster? Oh hell yeah.
Oh, they already did. Well, not a remaster, but you ever played Metal Gear Twin Snakes?
Yeah, it's more of a remake, and yeah, some of the changes they made are kind of questionable. But
You don't like it? Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it. It's just like it's just different. It's not Metal Gear Solid,
I feel you.
you know.
I feel
And
you.
it's not.
Good game
It's
though.
still not like I'm talking like bringing it back in 2023. Put it on the Series S, PS5, Series X.
You know what?
Shit would look so good.
I could see Metal Gear coming back like a remake.
You know what's funny is Metal Gear Solid 2 has aged tremendously well. It just and
I know,
especially with the
still to this day.
storyline, oh my god, it just fits in so well with today's world. That game was 20 years ahead of its time.
Yeah, definitely. Beautiful game, man. I love it.
Yeah, and it runs good
That was
on
one of the
backwards
crazy-
compatibility on Xbox One. It actually looks pretty good. Well, because that one did get a remaster on the 360. You know, the Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3.
Didn't they make some Metal Gear like Subsist? I forgot. I have it. It's for the original Xbox as well. I think Metal Gear Solid
Yes,
2.
Metal Gear Solid
I
2
have it
did
there
come
for-
on the original Xbox. Yep.
Subsistence. Yeah. I have that as well.
Substance.
Yeah. Oh, so it was
Well,
Substance?
the Metal Gear Solid 2 is called Sons of Liberty.
Yeah.
3
That
was,
one was like it's
Substance.
some shit. Oh no, hold on. No, but there was the one I got. It says it's for the Xbox. I know it's Metal Gear.
Yeah, it was Metal Gear
I
Solid
for-
2, Sons of Liberty.
No, but the name is different though.
Is it? Let me check.
Yeah, it is different. Yeah. The Xbox version of Metal Gear Solid 2 is named differently. Yeah, I have that. I don't know if it's, and I know it's like maybe not a subsistence or some shit. I don't know, something like that.
Okay, so Substance is basically a different version of Sons of Liberty. It's basically it is Metal Gear Solid 2, but it's got some
Oh, so
slight
it's substance.
changes. So Substance contains
Okay.
the main Metal Gear Solid 2 game along with some subtle alterations, including new infrared effects for the thermal goggles, additional cutscenes, and a new set of dog tags, as well as the inclusion of the boss survival and casting theater modes that were missing in the North American version of the original game. Interesting.
Oh.
I never knew that.
I have that version. Just like I have Onimusha, but I have Genmu Onimusha on the original Xbox.
I always just thought, Metal Gear Solid 2, it's like, okay, that's Sons of Liberty. But it's a couple different versions
Yeah,
of the game.
that's the one I played
interesting.
too. Yeah, I played that one and Sons of Liberty. Sons of Liberty, that was one of the first ones I played. I think that one dropped first as well. I noticed with the original Xbox, they always had like a better version or a fucking altered version of because they have that for Onimusha too. They have the PS2 one, and then the Xbox has Genmu, which is way harder than the original game. That's one thing I loved about the original Xbox. See, like they try to appeal to hardcore gamers.
Yeah.
Now the
actually
Xbox
took advantage of that
they
extra
appeal like to casuals.
horsepower in the hardware.
And even the 360. Even the 360 appealed to hardcore gamers.
Yeah, up until the end of the generation, anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the way they ended the generation was fucking bullshit.
Which is why the PS3 ended up surpassing them. Because I
Yeah.
bet if they would have kept on with that, kept hammering it out, man, it would have stayed ahead.
Mhm.
Don Mattrick
Honestly,
was a
I don't even
fucking
think there's
idiot,
very
though,
many.
so I'm not really surprised.
I don't think there's very many hardcore gamers nowadays. I think there's a lot of mainstream casuals, but I don't think there's a lot of hardcore gamers.
No, I know a lot of OGs that
At
dropped
all.
off, man. They don't play this stuff no more.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. RGT apparently he sold his collection for 40,000. Yeah, man. John Hancock will be doing the same, guys. Just letting you know. That's what I'm saying. I'm starting to think. And didn't RGT85 take a lot of handout games too, if I remember? And he's going out there selling
what's
them.
that?
Like that's what I'm trying to say. RGT85 because he sold off apparently $40,000 worth of his game collection.
I don't know. I don't.
And I
keep up
remember
with them.
people used to send him games and stuff. So he probably sold a lot of that collection.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
That was from other
and
people's-
those same idiots
you
probably
know?
still praise him.
Yeah. Even though he was, oh, I want these games. I appreciate these games. Please send them to my PO box. A few years later, I'm selling them shits. Wow.
I'm surprised. Has John Hancock done that yet?
He should be. Wife's gonna have him sell it. Babe, you're in the hospital. You're dying. I'm the immortal John Hancock, bitch. I'll never die. They're gonna have to bury that nigga with some Sega Genesis games. I guarantee he don't play. John Hancock don't play.
No. Nah, they're all fakes,
You know?
man.
I mean, a lot of people think I'm a game collector. I mean, I guess in a way I can be considered a game collector, but I play my shit. I play my games.
Yeah, I'm
though.
the same way.
I don't know if you guys hear me playing House of the Dead right now. Like, I play my shit. I would not have it if I did not like to play it.
Man, I wish it's still at the arcade over here.
So that shows you, Fallen's like, well, in that case, that means you must be a fan of a lot of games. I had one guy on my YouTube channel like, you must not like anything. You hate on everything. I'm like, bro, I'm literally playing a fucking game right now, bro. Like, these people just get mad for, they don't like critical people. I hate to say it. They don't. I mean, I could be a Zelda fan and still be critical of it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
well, that's what makes the
That's the
difference between
pro-
a fan and a fanboy. A fan
Thank
can be
you.
critical
Thank you. I be-
of something. A fanboy can't.
Even if they like it. Yeah. Even if they like it. You know? Because I look at myself as a Zelda fan, not a Zelda fanboy. Well, I just wish people would be more realistic when it came to things.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but man, the new Legend of Zelda game, that Legend of reused assets, Tears of the Fanboys, man, that is an embarrassment. $70 for DLC.
Oh, yeah.
Embarrassing.
Uh,
That's what people waited
Yep.
for. They waited 6 years to play DLC. Not a new game, just
I hate to say.
pretty much the same game.
I mean,
with
I
a new
literally
map.
pulled up an article of it saying that it was DLC. Literally.
Yeah, I mean,
And people
is.
still
It
denied it.
basically
And
is.
people
It was
still
originally
denied it.
planned as DLC.
And they denied it. Even with the article. They still, well, I think it's still a sequel. And then one guy was like, well, in that case, every game is DLC. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. Here we go.
It literally has the same user interface. It looks the same.
Yep.
The
animations
animations are the same.
plays the same.
Like, it's the same
The map
fucking
is the
game.
same. Like, people can say, well, Gears of War 1 and 2 is not a sequel. I'm like, one, they improved the controls. They're not as clunky as before. Two, they actually, even though they're very similar games, they play very different. I'm being honest. Gears 1 and 2, the campaign's not in the same areas.
I was gonna
mean,
say,
come
yeah,
on,
I mean,
man. Like,
the whole story's
the
different.
multiplayer's
It continued
different.
the story,
Like,
so
just
yes,
the
it is a
horde mode.
sequel.
Whole horde mode and all these things. Like, I mean, how can people say that, like, that I can't determine a sequel over a fucking, I'm sorry, differentiate a sequel over a fucking cash grab of something of this nature. But that's just because I'm not a fanboy. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't care if people are fans to it.
Yeah, Gears of War 2 definitely changed some stuff up. Definitely changed up enough to say that it's a sequel.
Thank
I can't
you.
say
Exactly.
that about this new Legend of Zelda game.
They've even added executions. They've added a lot to that game's
Like,
core
it's just,
mechanics.
I'm not seeing anything new with that new Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah, besides islands above the map. Oh
should
my
have been
god, these
$20.
little islands above the sky.
It should have been $20.
Wow. How the fuck do you raise the game to $70 and these Nintendo fans eat this up? But the funny thing is, I love when Nintendo fans are talking about Redfall being at 30, but Tears of Kingdom can be. Like, what the fuck?
I don't even think it'll stay at 30.
Yeah, I think I see some of the gameplay. It look like it's dipping. Bad. What's even more crazy that this game's being developed with an engine from a game that was further past 2000, like 2011's hardware. Like, I mean, the shit. If you think about it, the original was made for what?
The Wii U.
The Wii U. So, like, what the hell? And they're using the assets of that game, like, which came out what? How long ago? 11 years ago? Wow. And then having the audacity to charge $70 fucking dollars? Nintendo fans are fucking stupid. I'm sorry. And you know they're gonna put a season pass to that shit.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, if it actually changed up a good amount to the game and it was on a new Switch, then okay, I can see why it would be $70. But it's like the same.
I still
game
couldn't even see
on the
why,
same
but I
hardware.
get what you. But they would be, but they'd at least be more of a
It's just a
justification
map
for that. I
expansion.
get you. Yeah, literally. Yep, and the funny thing is, these Zelda fans, they eat it up, though. They eat it up. Because, like, every time I break up Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, they're like, well, Ocarina of Time! Ocarina of Time! It's the same like Majora's Mask and reuse is the same. I'm like, okay, you're right to a certain degree. But, that keyword that nobody wants to bring up, but the game had a dynamic life environment. Two, the open world is completely different than the previous game. You see what I'm saying? There's so many different factors, like the upgrading your sword
Yeah, and
fully.
they added a lot
It's-
of new mechanics to it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the mass system as well, like where you transform to other. Like, come on, it's not, dude. It's literally night and day. And the funny thing is, those games both use the same engine,
Yep.
except the other one. Yep, you know what I mean? Like, you can clearly tell with Tears of Kingdom, these motherfuckers did not try at all. They did not try to make this game any special. Oh, it's just islands above the map. Wow. So we got the same island, but now they got shit above us now. That's good.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but you know,
Yeah.
Nintendo fans, you know, their fanboys will just don't
Eating
eat
that shit
anything up.
Eating that
I
shit
mean,
up.
like I said, once I saw that they're buying cardboard, I was like, that's it. There's no hope
I
for these
remember that
people.
shit. I remember.
I thought
was
it was
like,
a joke
what the
at first, and then I found out, like, I thought it was some kind of weird meme or something, and then I looked into it, and I'm like, wait, this is actually a real thing. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked
Yep.
at first, and then that's when I'm like, that's it. These people are just hopelessly stupid. So, it is what it is. I've kind of lost faith in this industry at this point. The only thing that's keeping this shit going for me, really, are the indie games. I mean, that's they're the only ones that still make anything worth playing, because everything else is just cookie cutter, the same game done over and over again. I mean, they're all kind of like that to an extent. I mean,
Yeah, to a certain degree.
it's just like they all kind of feel samey, you know. But whatever. I wish the AAA scene wasn't as dead as a doornail. You know, I wish they would actually try to innovate.
Oh yeah.
But I guess I don't know. Maybe it's just too expensive anymore, which again is just kind of raising the alarms for me. Like if it's really this bad to where they can't afford to try anything different, then maybe we need another video game crash, because this is
Yeah,
not sustainable.
that's what I'm
The
starting
fact
to
that it
think.
takes these game developers 6-7 years to make games, that's not sustainable.
Yeah.
You know?
But at the end of the day, we don't live forever. So when one person told me that I'm impatient because I was talking shit about Shenmue 3, and I'm like, that game should have came out a long time ago. Well, apparently I'm impatient, guys. I was a kid when that game came out, and I got hair on my nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some real shit. I
Like,
mean, the
really?
second game came out in like what?
I'm a fucking
Like 2001
2001,
on the Dreamcast.
and yet I'm
And when
impatient.
did the third one
guys.
come out?
I'm
Like
impatient.
2015 or something?
2018, I think
2018?
19. Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
my god. So you're
Yep, and
impatient because
apparently
you
it was
had
like-
to wait almost 20
It
years
was
to
literally.
play a sequel
It was
to a
literally.
game.
Like, you know those fathers that always run out on their kids? that's literally the feeling you get with Shenmue 3. My dad finally came back for some to give that milk? Really?
Yeah,
Like,
I've
really?
got
And
the
that's
first
considered
couple of games
impatient?
on my PS4. I'm gonna play them at some point.
Yeah, it's on the premium too, the extra.
Well, I own them, so yeah. But at
Shenmue.
some point, yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
play because I never played it because I never owned a Dreamcast.
You'll like Shenmue though. Shenmue's really good. Like, when you play it, you're gonna be like, yeah, this is how you do a narrative-driven game, right? Like, you know how like most games don't have a lot of gameplay.
I heard it was
like,
very
they want to tell
advanced for its
story.
time. Like everybody's got like their own schedule
Oh, it is
and everything.
definitely. Yes,
like that's
definitely.
really
Yep.
ahead of its time.
Yep. Back then, also too, if you had it online and it was like, let's say, raining where you lived, it would rain in the game.
That's
Mm-hmm.
pretty amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was such a great game. I'm sad that they never brought a lot of its online features to the new one, even though it would have been very doable now.
Yeah.
But yeah, people don't
So, yeah.
realize Shenmue was very advanced for a game. You're gonna love it when you play
Yeah,
it.
like everybody it actually feels like they're out living their lives. That's how I've heard.
Like,
I heard
and,
about
and
the
that's how
mechanics
they're
of the game.
supposed to do it. Not like these garbage ass games, like these Walking Dead games. Like, this is how you tell a good game through a story with gameplay. Like, I don't understand. Like, and people make it seem like, oh, you just hate these type of games. I'm like, dude, one of my favorite games is Shenmue, and all you do is walk around talking to random strangers. But guess what? The game does it right.
Yeah.
They do it right.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be
games like
looking into that
Quarry,
game.
I literally played a little bit of the Quarry, and I got so fucking bored. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. It was boring. Like, I mean, it's so sad. A game like Shenmue is way more advanced than a game like Quarry, because the QuickTime events at least worked in that game. Now in this game, fucking, I'm hitting the button right in time and still failing. What the fuck?
Yeah, games coming out anymore, man. They're a
Buggy.
mess. They are
Buggy
a
ass
mess.
shits. Buggy. Fucking buggy ass shit. So, Drag, you never play Shenmue?
Nah, I didn't.
your type?
I wasn't into it, but I mean, obviously, I played games like it. Like fucking, one of my favorites was Sleeping Dogs.
Well, I think Sleeping Dogs is more in line with True Crime.
Oh yeah, well that too. But I mean, that's what
Yeah.
somebody told me. It's like, oh, it's like Sleeping Dogs a little bit. But also, I like the Yakuza franchise.
I feel like the person that told you that
So I
only
think
said
it
it
was the
because
same
it's Asian. But
Oh,
yeah, I'm being honest. Like,
that
what do you
makes a
think,
lot of
Paul?
sense now. that I'm looking at
Like,
it.
yeah, because I will say Sleeping Dogs and Shenmue are not similar at all. Not
That's
even in
what they
the
told me.
slightest.
I mean, I just
Yeah.
looked at it as like,
Wow,
I don't
they
really
see-
care for it.
They say an Asian character like, yeah, it's like Sleeping Dogs. Why? Because the character's fucking Asian? Are you serious?
All right. Well,
Jeez.
I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm actually gonna be playing some Call of Duty 3 tonight, so it's good talking to you
Oh,
guys.
nice. All right, you too,
good
man.
talk.
You playing it right now?
I'm about to jump into it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing it on a veteran
That's what's up.
actually. I was playing it like
Oh, really?
yeah, like I'm gonna call it Call of Dark Souls 3.
Nice. You know those Call of Duties are hard, man. They're not. a lot
Oh
of them
yeah,
are
especially
fucking-
on
they'll kill you
veteran.
with-
Yeah, you get shot twice and you're
Yep.
dead.
It's like literally cheating. Like
yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of
like you'll
trial
open,
and
like
error.
pop your head out of the corner and then die.
Mhm.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I beat it on Call of Duty 2 on veteran long time ago on the 360. Oh man, I used to fucking get pissed. But it was funny because it's like even though we used to get mad, but we still just push forward. Nowadays, these kids and these adults are like, "Fuck this shit, I'm done. It's fucking impossible."
Yeah, I challenge people. I said take a shot every time I die in the game. And I say don't do that
Oh,
unless you want to
really?
die in real life.
Yo, damn.
Yeah.
I know you will die a
Oh,
lot,
I
man.
know,
I'm telling you,
I
this
know
time
it.
I hit the checkpoint and you
But
die.
that's gonna show
immediately after-
determination though if I can get through that shit. I'm
Yeah.
veteran.
Oh yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you also too. I don't know if you know this. There's an exploit. You're probably like, what? You want to? There's a Call of Duty exploit. You want to know how most people beat Call of Duty on veteran?
How?
What they do? They play it on easy, and then at the last checkpoint, they switch it to veteran and then cross the line.
And it gives you credit for
mode.
veteran for doing it like that?
Yes,
You can't
Are
do
you
that.
serious?
Can you?
Oh, that's
can.
bullshit.
Yes, you
Nah,
can.
that's
That's
cheating.
sad.
bro.
That's cheating.
I called out one YouTuber for doing that because that's what he did. He's like, bro, I got all these Call of Duty. I'm like, bro, I know you did that exploit. I know you did.
Wow.
He's like, bro, yeah, you can literally look it
Well,
up. This is
well,
magic.
one thing you can say
At
about
least
me is
Gears
you'll
gives-
Well, at least you
definitely
got
know
the
that I
stream,
earned
though.
this
You got the
achievement
stream.
because it's all
Yeah, I
being
agree.
recorded. All of it's getting recorded.
That's
so.
what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, because it's so funny. But Fallen, definitely look it up and you'll see for yourself. Like, wow, people actually.
Oh, I
yeah.
believe you.
'Cause I used to know
you.
people. Yeah.
I figured it was a little
You could
too
do it with
high
all
because
the
I
Call of
looked at
Duties.
the I looked at the achievement specifically for doing it, and I'm like, oh, that's actually
Yeah.
a lot higher than I thought it would be because I was thinking it was going to be
What is
like
that? What's the
0.6% or something. And
Mhm.
let me see what
What's
it
the
actually is. All achievements. I'm gonna look it up right now. Call of Duty 3.
But I will say,
That's sad.
I will say, beating Call of Duty on veteran legit is a very, very hard experience.
So to complete the
It is,
single player
it's not-
campaign on any difficulty is 25.5%. What
Man,
about
that's
the
still- that's
veteran?
pretty low.
though? All right, so to complete the single player campaign on veteran is 2.12%, which seems awfully high
And-
for an achievement like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because most those people probably cheated. I hate to say it.
That's crazy that you can even do that. That's bullshit.
Yep, you could cheat. Yep.
Because that's
Mhm.
worth 150
And then you can still do
game
it-
score. That's a lot for one
You
achievement.
can still do it even with the new. They never changed it. You can still do it even with the new Call of Duties.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, that's not
Yep.
how I do it, so
He said that's not how I do it.
I want to actually earn my shit. I want to earn my stripes,
I-
damn it.
Yep.
At least
Yeah, 'cause-
Gears gives you the love for playing it on Insane, you know? Gives you the other achievement for all that shit.
Also, too, let me see. Can Gears of War you exploit that? Let me see.
You can't
I don't think you
exploit
can-
Gears.
Well,
There's no
okay.
way.
The only way you can exploit Gears, right, is if you have somebody beat it on Insane and another person that he plays with is casual, and then the casual guy kills all
Oh,
the
yeah.
enemies.
On the co-op, yeah, I know that for a fact because I used to play it on Insane, and my homie here couldn't handle it. So
Yeah. But it's still hard for the person that's still playing it on Insane because at least with Gears of War, even though he might be playing it on hardcore,
especially
If
with
you
those
die-
Reavers.
if you die, you get no revive either. So you just die completely. And it can happen like literally in a blink of an eye. You see what I'm saying? So I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's
the
still
section.
it still can be kind of considered cheesy in a way. The hardest Gears game to do that. Well, you could even do it like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, Fallen. You could even, you know what we did on Gears 5 on Inconceivable? People could cheese it too. Yep. You could cheese it as well. You could play as Jack the Robot or some shit. Hey, let me just
Gears 2 was Insane, was way harder. Is when
No,
you got to that Reaver part
no,
where you had to
bruh.
fly with that fucker.
Gears
Oh.
5 is actually the hardest. The
No
hardest. It is. Yep.
I'm about to play
It is-
that shit. See where it's
It
at.
is.
Inconceivable,
All
right?
right. Here- Yes, it's the hardest shit you could ever do. Me and a YouTuber did it together, and we got the same timestamp. So anybody's like, "Oh, you guys did it on casual."
Man, you
No,
should
me
have
and her
did a
got-
playthrough of that. You should have recorded that. That would have been interesting to see that.
I know. That would have been awesome. We were so happy when we got it together. And it's like, and we both did it on it. So it was twice, guys. Listen, it was twice as hard because she ran it on Inconceivable and I did. But if you want any tips, I ain't gonna lie, because thanks to her, we was able to get it. You have to upgrade Jack fully. So I recommend beating the game on like a casual, collecting all the parts for Jack, upgrade your robot, right? And then go on a new game plus and then do Inconceivable. Inconceivable with Jack not upgraded is impossible to beat. Impossible. You cannot beat it if you don't fully upgrade Jack. So you see what I'm saying? That's probably why it's so low. That's why it's so low. Because you got to do so much to get it. Kitty, she was good at collecting, so all I was,
Yeah.
she was good at that type of shit. And she, but yo, I'm telling, but if you want to do it, bro, I'm telling you, it's hard, man. I don't know, man. It's probably the one. Oh, but you want to know one harder than that? Are people cheating Gears of War, right? I've seen a guy, right? He had beating Gears 4 on Iron Mode. You know what that means, right? You know what that means?
No.
Iron mode what is that new?
Iron Man. Yeah, it's new. So if you beat it on Iron Man, you can get to the ending of the game, die, and you have to start all over again.
Oh,
He's like,
shit.
yo,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
better. He's like, no, hold on. It sounds legit, right? But guess what? You know what people do? When they
Jesus.
die, they fucking restart the application, delete the save, and then redo it again off the cloud.
Oh,
So they don't earn it.
wow.
I had to call. Yeah, yes. So anybody that has that, they cheated. Because one guy was trying to mock me. He's like, look, I did this on Iron Man. I'm like, bro, let's be honest. Bro. You beat it on the hardest difficult. Like, dude, I shit you not falling. Play Gears 5 on the Inconceivable. You will poke your head out and die instantly. It's that crazy. It's that crazy, bro. And I told him. I was like, dude, you didn't do this legit, man. Come on, man. Like, there's no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's
And,
no way.
eventually he gave it. Eventually he gave in and said, he's like, yeah, I did it with that way, but it still counts. I'm like, it don't.
Yeah,
the
you
whole
kind of
point is
cheated,
not to
though.
die,
You
nigga.
cheated.
Yeah,
Because it clearly
Yeah,
wasn't. It
that's
was
not
not
how
meant
Maz
for you
did
to
that
do it
shit.
like that.
honestly, that achievement is a troll. Like, literally. That's a troll achievement, because it's not possible for anybody to do it legit. It's not. I don't even know why Now, I feel like if they did it, like, maybe beat Gears of War on normal without dying, that's, what's funny? That you still can die. You still can die.
Right.
So, but I think they would. But I still think it would have been more feasible. But to beat it on the hardest difficulty on Iron Man, when the fucking enemies have like aimbot, is kind of bullshit.
Right.
Like literally, at least put it on normal. Like what about hardcore? Hardcores could be pretty bullshit too. I'd say normal. Iron Man normal. I think that could be very doable. Even though you
need
might
to
get
practice
cheated.
a lot, but yeah, you could still do it.
I think it's doable. But like, Iron Man insane, impossible. Yep. We even did Kitty. We even did the Inconceivable. I think was it campaign for Gears. We did that. The Hive Busters did that.
Well, I need to go
So.
through Gears of War 2 and 3. I need to beat those on hardcore because I beat them on normal.
Drag.
I want to go
okay.
through them on hardcore.
Are you trying to do the Gears of War games?
I'm just trying to play a bunch of shit.
I gotta get
Oh,
through 5. I haven't even touched.
Yeah,
5.
I haven't played
I already
4
beat
or 5.
4 on Insane. So.
Okay. Would you and Fallen like to go through these games together at some point?
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
If he
Yeah, 'cause-
if he needs the help, yeah, I'm down to do it.
Yeah, since you know what I'm saying, help a brother out, he help you out.
Yeah, that could be fun.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I played fucking Gears of War, and that shit made me want to rip the hair out of my balls. Sandpaper and everything.
So would you say that's
Hey, I just
your most amazing achievement you have?
Would you say that? Do you think it's the? I
The
think honestly, my
Inconceivable.
most
Gears 5
amazing achievement.
Inconceivable.
I have to say, yeah. That Street Fighter. Let me switch my little thing here real quick. I'll tell you because I'm on the PlayStation 3. Let me see. I'd say that. My Street Fighter. Let me see. I'm looking right now, actually. Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, I think those really stand out. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I think those are particular. Let me see, is the percentage still low for that too? Is it still low?
For what?
Yes. For the Killer Instinct beating this game on one credit was pretty. Yeah, I did it pretty easy, but some people that beating the game, you playing at the last. I mean, even you can still lose to the fucking basic characters, but it's crazy. I didn't even know I did all this shit. I'm looking right now. Yeah, I think the Gears 5 one, honestly, that one you can push anybody on. Unfortunately. Oh, yeah, 0.10. Complete all the chap. I would say that because the partner that I played it with, we played it double hard. You feel me? Not like she played on casual. We played it both on inconceivable. So if she fucked up, restart. If I fucked up, and also too, the checkpoints are worse on inconceivable as well. So you get pushed further back. So yeah, I'd probably say this. Yeah, it's 0.10. Is that the lowest we've ever seen an achievement?
I've got
Like
some
a
trophies
zero.
on PlayStation. I've seen ones that are it's even lower than that. Like I've got one that's like 0.6.
What? Oh shit.
Yeah. I think PlayStation
hold
gamers
on,
might be
isn't-
even worse.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He said they might be worse. Yeah, because 0.10, that's
And that's
still
an
low.
insane
I think
that's an insane achievement. So, the ones that I did,
Oh,
they
wow.
weren't even like insane. They were just like specific DLC. And
I
it was
see.
like super fucking low percentage.
Yeah, because I know Gears 5 got a lot of bullshit achievements, but I say beating the campaign on the hardest difficulty wouldn't really be a bullshit achievement in a way. But yeah, like that's insane. Um yeah, I think Street Fighter Anniversary is what this one achievement getting blue belt. Should imagine if it was black belt, because I have a black belt on this game, the percentage would be even lower. It's 0.34. But yeah, the Gears 5 is the one. It's lower than that even too. Damn. Let me say. That is crazy. It's funny. A lot of people. That's crazy to think that I went through all these fucking games.
All right, well, I'm going to get to my COD 3.
I know you're heading
so
out.
I'm heading out.
Okay. All right. Take care,
Yeah, it was
Paula.
good talking to you guys.
All right. You too, man.
later.
Like always,
All
bro.
right, see you.
You too, man.